Thank you for listening to the Old 77 podcast.
As he was beating his wife, like, shut up, bitch! Yeah. Hit me! Hit you! It's time to ring, ho!
You already got one black eye, now go get me a sandwich.
You look like a raccoon.
Right.
Jeez,
I'm James Brown.
He was the worst.
Who are you?
Hi there. This is the Old 77. It's a safe place in an unsafe world.
I just felt a shift in the force.
Warning, foul language may occur due to the subject matter.
Oh, hey, I wet my jockeys here.
Become a subscriber at patreon.com/theold77podcast. Subscribers get bonus content and early access to episodes. Find out more at patreon.com/theold77podcast. Thanks for listening.
Violence and perversion.
From the Old 77 studios in Jefferson City, Missouri, this is the Old 77. It is a safe place
in an unsafe world.
What's up, fellas?
Hello, Scotty. We got a busy show tonight.
We have a lot of people here tonight.
We do. It's a party.
We got BD Nyce via Facebook video messenger. DB's a old radio friend of mine.
DB.
Friend of the
DB,
show.
welcome, brother.
Friend of the show.
Whoa, watch the old stuff, man. I just had a birthday last week. I don't need to be reminded how old I am.
No, Matt's the old one.
Hey, he's older than me, so it's all right.
And
also our friend Angel, locally here in Jefferson City, Missouri. Angel has some interesting stuff he's going to share with us tonight.
Yeah.
We got a busy show, interesting show. But first, let's talk to our friend DB from Delaware in Rehoboth Beach. Living the beach life.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I am a DJ on the beach, living on the beach, and loving it.
nice.
So
Nice.
Doug and I go back like way back, 17 years.
You've got some dirt on Matt then.
He has
I
tons
assume.
of dirt on me.
Well, let's hear it.
I've listened to you guys have done a couple of shows where you're talking about radio stuff, and I'm like, oh, Matt, how come you didn't tell this story or that story? And I was like, if they ever bring me on, I'm going to fill in all the blanks that Matt's left out.
Nice.
Matt can,
Yes.
Unless Matt gets on the Cash App right now and sends me $100, and I'll get real quiet, real quick.
Damn it! If I didn't have a kid, I mean.
Well,
God
we
damn.
know that's not happening. So can you give us a little taste?
I should have never bought that new Jeep.
Oh well,
That's diaper money, bro. It's diaper money.
I love that you're still rocking the Jeep, dude. That's fantastic.
Well,
Like,
I got a newer Jeep now.
how many years ago was it? What, 15 or?
I bought my first Jeep in 06 down in Fort Walton Beach,
Yeah.
and now
Did you blow that one up? Is that the story I heard?
No. The first one blew. So I had the first Jeep for 3.5 weeks, and I was on a date, and we were cruising across Okaloosa Island, and I smelled something coming out of the
Burned
Jeep.
it down.
And I asked my date to close her legs, but it wasn't her. It was actually
That's good troubleshooting.
So there were flames that shot out of the wheel well, and I had to pull over, and the fucking thing just went up in flames, man.
For real?
Yeah, I had the fire department there.
Oh my God.
It was a big thing. So the next day, I was on the air and I was talking about it, and people were calling in to the hotline. They're like, "Dude, I fucking drove past that shit.
Yeah,
that was
I'm
your
sure.
fucking Jeep." I was like, "Yeah."
Wow.
So
You were that backup,
Yeah.
you bastard.
And you're still rolling with Jeep.
So one of the firemen were like, "This was a hot date, wasn't it?" I was like, "Apparently."
Yeah,
They
clearly.
didn't make it anymore, but the Jeep still lasted.
Yeah,
Dude.
it clearly was a hot date.
Hot.
Angel,
we
I'm
go-
going to get your mic a
So
little
like basically, Doug was in Fort Walton Beach, and I was at WYSP in Philly. And I was only doing part-time shit at YSP, but Doug was like, "Come on down here. There's a lot of opportunity. You know, like it was the company
Leave
was
your part-time job in a major market and come to a part-time job in a zero-rated market, dude. It's a great career move. Do it."
But so I
Nice.
did that. But within a month, I was like a full-time employee, and I took over the production director position after this dude got fired. Which radio is a very cutthroat.
That sounds like
fucking
radio
industry.
right there.
can be,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, Scott, you were in it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know all
I
about
was
it.
never in it quite to the extent of you. I was in the small market. I was the big fish in the small pond. You know, I was small market mom and pop
Right,
stuff.
right.
I had the same job for 13 years.
Well, Well, let me go back real quick and tell you, and Matt's being a little bit modest here. So it was an easy sell to the boss. We needed people. And I'm like, hey, I got this guy out of Philadelphia who's working right now doing imaging and stuff there. And I think he would be awesome for our station. And Matt came in, had a conversation with the dude, and I think in 5 minutes he had the job. And I'm pretty sure it was only supposed to be a kid. I think it was supposed to start off part-time, but Matt turned it around full-time like almost overnight. And that's because his work ethic and his style and his production was so fantastic. They were like, look, we can't screw around and lose this guy. Let's get him on the books full-time so he'll stick around. So I mean, Matt's pretty freaking fantastic, and I've seen this guy whip together some stuff that just blows your mind. So
yeah, he's pretty good. Man.
Thank you. You're being so nice.
Oh, he loves every bit of it.
DB, you're being so nice to me.
All right, now on my Cash App, it's the $sign BD Nyce.
Correct, yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
I'm expecting that money tonight.
But Florida was like a great experience, though, man. Besides, the company we worked for
today. Yeah, well, I don't know, but you guys, I know you guys have done some radio. I don't know how involved you guys were in radio in the early 2000s, but I mean, that was just a really fun time to be in radio.
Absolutely,
it was.
It was great.
I don't think it got too crazy, and management was really buckling down on jocks and stuff just yet. I don't think it was until after that Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake thing you really noticed that management was. And it wasn't even that. It was that stupid stunt that some morning show did out in California with a hold your pee for Nintendo Wii. That's when management really started
dude, didn't some kid he got really sick on that, right?
Oh.
A woman died.
That's right.
Oh my God.
She drank all this water.
Yeah, she was.
That's horrible.
And didn't pee, and she was a skinny little thing, and they said she looked 6 months pregnant when it was done, and she died like an hour or two later after the thing was all over. The bitch of it is that EMTs and stuff were calling into the morning show saying, hey, this is dangerous, this could happen, and one of the jack-offs on the show is like, oh, they signed waivers, so whatever, and
then it happens. God.
So a mother, 2 or 3 kids, now don't have their mom, but they got a Nintendo Wii, and I'm sure all those jackasses from the morning show are unemployed, so... But I think when that happened, I remember, and Matt, I think you and I were in Florida when that happened, and I was doing a morning show. I jokingly went into our boss's office and said, hey, I got this great idea for a contest, and he told me to get the F out of his office.
How many times, I mean, honestly, I remember you always telling me, I just got told to go fuck off again. Like, this dude has been told numerous times. I'm talking like... We're going into the double digits of getting turned down on bits. This dude got told to go fuck himself so many times because he had great ideas for an entertaining morning show. Who wants to just listen to music in the morning? Like, you want to hear some silly shit, right?
Right.
Some shit to help wake you up.
Entertaining radio bits. And he just got dicked around a lot of times. And I was a witness to it.
Yeah.
I learned to stop asking. I don't know where I heard this from, but somebody once said it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. So I just said screw it, and I started doing things until I got yelled at.
So anyway, Doug and I did this. Sorry, Doug, go ahead.
No, and I found out that was probably the best way to go. I think I know where you're going with this, Matt. So please run with it because I can't wait to hear this story.
So we did this thing. It's called the George Foreman Challenge. And there's video of it, actually.
Oh, nice.
Somewhere out there in the internets.
I got it. I'll forward you the link.
Oh, God, please. Please play it.
We'll post it to the Instagram.
So anyway, we wanted to,
we're on TikTok now, by the way, guys.
We are? We're live right now?
No, we're not live right now, but we are on TikTok.
Oh, we are on TikTok.
I'm not going to stream tonight.
Oh, that's fine. Because the OBS is fucking acting up.
Yeah, we'll come up later afterwards, do a little something.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Doug decided to, let's do this not even a contest. It was like this. Let's make a record for how long someone can stand on the George Foreman grill.
On it?
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'll try it. And
what do you mean? Just stand on top of the grill?
And count.
Nice.
And then count. And
I like where this is going
so
already.
Stand on the grill.
But do it live on the air. Like we did it live on the air in the morning.
The grill's not on.
Of course it is.
It's on, Dave.
You're standing on the grill while
Have you
it's
ever
on.
seen like fucking Michael
So
Scott
the time
stand on the
time
fucking
starts from the minute you plug it in.
Okay.
There you go.
So, what level do you turn it at? Do you turn that bitch on high?
Go.
You leave it on low, but believe it or not, it burns like hell even on the lowest setting.
Well, I would think that it would.
It's a George Foreman.
So
grill,
anyway,
fellas.
DB turns it on. I just come in like ice cold, and I was like, I was just, I'm like, let's do it, Doug. Let's do this shit. And he's like, all right. So I get on it. What was the total time on that, DB?
Oh, gosh, what was it? I want to say it was like 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wow, that's pretty good, dude.
That's not bad.
I think
Angel's like, get the fuck out.
I'm like 30 seconds. I'm off.
Jackass.
I mean,
so
here's the bitch of it. Nobody knows this. I'm letting out the cat out of the bag. 15 plus years later, we had what do they call those things? Potlucks at the office that day. I made grilled cheese for everybody with that.
I didn't even know that shit. I didn't even know that.
Matt had 2.
You fucking dirty.
I only made them for the sales. I only made it for the salespeople because I hated every one of those.
Yeah, they all suck anyway.
Dude,
that is the right answer. Yes,
they had the worst. They had the worst sales team there, man. Besides one person that I liked, there was like all the rest of them go to hell.
That's salesman though, right?
Oh man, that's a pretty good story.
That's
but
funny.
You know what? He didn't even let me know about that. So like that's news to me. Secrets.
I told you, Matt, put that grilled cheese down. You don't want that.
Yeah,
that down.
dude, don't.
I was like, man, these grilled cheese have bacon though.
So that's not bacon. That's the Matty Fresh special right there. You better put that down.
Oh God.
15 years later.
But yeah, so there's been like numerous
let me
times.
ask you,
Hello. Did we lose him?
Go DB.
You still there, man?
You got
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I thought I was talking over Matt because you guys got quiet on my side for a second. So
internet.
I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead, Matt, because it'll come back to me.
Okay, so numerous times on his show, there have been people trying to beat my record. He's had like.
You're the record holder?
I am.
Still?
Apparently, I still hold the record.
Get the shit out of here.
Apparently. So
we need to find
he's
that
had
number
numerous
so we
people
can,
try it, and they failed, and they could never get to like my record.
Did anybody
Incredible.
even get close?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
so
the
I don't
closest?
think so. I have
what
like
were the
iron
factors
skin
that
or
you
some shit.
did leading up to that? Were you like at a party the night before? Did you come stumbling in the next day?
He came to me with a bit, and he was like, "Do you mind do you mind doing this?" I'm like, "No, not at all." Live on the air, fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, drive time, right?
I'm still laughing at Angel.
People are going to work listening to this bullshit.
Because if nobody's ever even gotten close, my original reaction, I stand by it.
Right?
I mean, do we need to do a Foreman challenge here?
Yes,
in the
that's what
fucking
I'm
old
getting at.
77 studios.
But
No,
we
we
should
don't.
issue that challenge online and have our listeners do it.
Just way too old to do that shit now.
Right?
I was in my mid-20s.
Oh, my God.
Late 20s doing that
Do
shit.
people still have Foreman grills though?
Well, you can get them at like Goodwill now.
No, they have
and Goodwill
fucking-
needs help.
They have
Okay.
fucking air fryers now.
Fuckers. Yeah, we just got it. We just inherited an air fryer, man.
They're awesome, dude.
They are awesome, but fuck, man.
But
Where am I gonna put a fucking air fryer, man?
But anyway, it was a great
Another place. On
like you guys said earlier, going back like to the 2000s, it was like the last decade for like fun radio, right?
It was fucking cowboy radio, man. That was the last days of it.
Because now you can't get away with shit.
Nah.
Especially with everyone being so PR and so
Right. PC,
everyone's
you
so
mean.
sensitive.
Right.
Sensitive. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that about you.
Well, on top of that, there's no radio jobs out there. It's all syndicated, voice tracked. It's
shit.
there's no DJs in the studio
Right.
anymore.
it's kind of
Right.
sad, man.
You know, so it's
really is.
It's kind of sad. I feel we're the last, I think, batch of real in-studio DJs. I mean, now the last company I worked for, I was the only live DJ in the building, and I did afternoons, program director, promotions director, imaging director. I did 6 different things, and got paid not even for one of those jobs.
Right.
So
That's absolutely correct.
Seems
By the
to
way,
be a labor of
George
love.
Foreman Grill is available on Amazon for $18.
Sweet.
Wow, 18
So
bucks.
for $18, you, friend, can do the Matt Francis challenge.
And then make you a grilled cheese.
And then afterwards,
That's your prize. if
have
you
a
beat 'em.
celebratory grilled cheese
Yeah,
sandwich
that's what
with
I'm
your
talking about.
cracklins.
Give it to your wife.
One thing I love
one of the things that go ahead, back.
One of the things I love to do back in the Fort Walton Market with you, Doug, was doing when I finally started doing live remotes from Barley's in Fort Walton Beach. So they would do like free tequila shots at midnight, and so Doug and I were like, he would show me the ropes of like what to do, the liner sheets, like when to go on stage or in the DJ booth and start doing like live reads and whatever. And all the DJs, the club DJs were all cool. Like all these dudes were like just amazingly friendly and whatnot. And so like so he had first dibs on all the club, the club remotes. So like he was like, Matt, I don't feel like going out tonight. I'm going to spend the night with my girl. I was like, all right, that's fine. Do you want it? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take it. So I go out, dude, and I'm doing it. And DJ's like, man, you got a great voice like for this. And I'm just like spouting it out like, let's go. Live from Barley's, it's Fly 92.1, blah, 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 free shots like at midnight, like. And then some chicks come up to me, they're like, we thought you were black on the radio. I was like, I had a little bit of this,
Thanks. I am in my
I
pants.
appreciate it. I am black in my pants, trust me.
Just go ahead and check out D's Nuts.
So anyway, like those nights, Doug and I were at the bar, though. I mean, doing the remotes together, like just... me like
oh my god, it was
learning.
like Cocktail. This is like real life Cocktail.
It
you
was
guys were
awesome.
like slinging ice back and forth.
Because like he would work the crowd.
Doug was teaching you the craft.
You would have these girls just waves of women coming into this bar, and they're just like listening to Doug like spit out like what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're going up to him, hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he went by BD Nyce on the air, and they were just like, hey, DB Nyce, what's going on? He'd be like, hey, ladies. And he's like buying them shots and shit.
Yeah.
Doing shots. We got drunk. I mean, it was great.
It's kind of like being in a band, sort of. Right?
Oh, it's just like
bit,
that.
A little bit. It was so much fun. There was one time we had this. It was a beer pong challenge.
Yeah.
And we did it live on the air. It was amazing. And we got fucking wasted doing it.
Yeah.
No.
We left. I got in trouble because
I love the fact that we got drunk and left the bar with money in our pocket. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Dude, that's
like
a good
when I told
story.
people this is my job.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it was
you guys
$75
come
an
and
hour.
waste your money.
Yeah.
For 3 hours, we were there. We did 2 breaks an hour, and it was $75 an hour.
Nice.
So you walk out of there with cold hard cash.
Yeah.
You're not being taxed or anything. I told the Asian lady who worked there, who was like one of the managers or something, I was like, just throw that invoice out. Just give me the cash straight up. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get invoiced and get taxed on it and shit.
Yeah, that was how I was mostly paid being in bands.
The live remotes were the best, and the car remotes were the worst.
See, that was the worst part of small market radio because they didn't do talent fee. So you went out there on the clock. So nobody wanted to do remotes where I was except the one news guy. Mm-hmm. Where I was in radio, it was literally like WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
The newsman had just won the Silver Sow Award. He had taped off the floor where his office should be and expected you to knock before you came in.
Yeah. But dude, DB was like the master of clubs. Like there was a place called Nighttown. Doug, you remember that?
Oh yeah, I love Nighttown.
Dude,
it's actually now a church.
Is
believe
it
or not?
That's appropriate.
Do you worship the booty there?
People had sex in that place, and now it's a fucking church. Are you kidding me?
Right.
I was like, that is freaking amazing. Like, so much sin happened in that building, and now it's a place of worship. That doesn't make any sense.
The fucking irony, right?
Hopefully they're cleansing it.
But dude, he would work. He would just work the microphone with this crowd, these girls. It was just, it was a work of art.
A man in his element.
It was definitely a good time.
It was a fun time, bro. Put that suit jacket on. You got your fucking collar on. Ladies jump in. We're like, hey, Fly 92.1, baby. Fucking DB, fucking Booker T.
How old were you guys?
I went by Maddie Fresh on the air.
Hell yes, you did.
Maddie Fresh.
How long ago was this though?
I was in my mid-20s.
Yeah, we were both in our mid-20s. We're the same age.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You guys were the
yeah,
right
it was
age
like the
then.
perfect time.
God, Doug, that was amazing. That was a great times, man.
It was. I mean, my adventures with Matt actually started probably about 2 or 3 years before that, and that's this journey him and I went on is the reason why I brought him with me to Florida, because I was like, I got to work with this guy at some point. So I got a call for a radio job interview up in Bangor, Maine, of all places.
Fucking coldest
home
place
of
on
Stephen
earth.
King.
Wow.
And I was going to drive down on like a Thursday or Friday, and Matt wasn't doing anything, and I was like, "Hey, man, I got to drive up to Bangor, Maine for this interview." I said, "What are you doing Friday?" Mm-hmm. Or like, "You got anything planned for the next couple of days?" And he's like, "No." I said, "You want to take a ride with me at the Bangor, Maine?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go."
Yeah, fuck
so
it.
I rent this Ford Focus.
Yeah, fuck it.
And we drive all the way up to Bangor, Maine, which is the coldest goddamn place on the planet. -24 below zero.
Oh, it was cold.
And
fuck no.
We met a woman who had a deeper voice than both of us. And
Cindy Michaels,
mother.
Oh,
was that her name?
Don't mention her by. Yeah.
Fuck her. I don't give a shit. She's probably out of radio by now. Give a fuck.
Damn. Boy, I hope Cindy's not an avid listener.
Hi, this is Cindy Michaels, and you're listening to NPR.
God damn it,
do you remember what
Bernice.
her?
I was just taking a wild
Do you
guess.
remember what her? Do you remember what her lunchtime request show was called? Because you love to make fun of it.
Oh,
the hot lunch.
The hot lunch, yeah.
Nice.
I'll give you the hot lunch all over your face.
Oh,
I cannot believe that I remember that shit.
Come get a sack lunch with Cindy.
So it was so funny because, like, as we're driving into Bangor, the radio, you know how, like, when you're driving into town, you start picking up the station as you get closer to that town. So we're, like, outside of Bangor. I don't know, maybe Bar Harbor or something. I don't know where we were. But we had the radio on the station frequency, and as we got close enough, we started hearing it. And the first person we heard on the radio was this lady, Cindy, who would end up hiring me. And oh my gosh, we were listening, and we heard her talking, and we started making fun of her voice and the things they were saying. And we're like, oh my God, this is small town radio. Like, yeah, we're used to Philadelphia radio, and the DJs are way more polished, and the breaks are a lot more smoother. And this is just like, so I guess we're gonna play some In Sync, and then after that, we're gonna play some Christina Aguilera. It was just very
You're talking the
night
sign of
and
the
day
times.
different.
Oh, I get it, yeah.
Kind of like
So-
the college station here in Jeff City.
Yeah, the branding was like totally different.
Well, you guys were going definitely down.
But this is like when I was
Yeah,
naive. I was super green, naive at the time. Like I didn't know much about the business at the time. So, you know, everything was like glamour. It was a new job.
It was exciting for
you. It was
you.
a new door to go down.
Oh, yeah, but it was.
Because I was bartending at the time, and you know, I knew that like my body couldn't hold up doing, you know, bartending. I mean, bartending's a young man's game.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to do something I love too, and
So is radio.
Right.
yeah, it really is.
I guess that's true
Yeah.
too. There's a few old dogs that stick around.
There is. But yeah, that trip was great. I just remember like us getting back to the hotel and like hotboxing that fucking hotel room. It stunk like fucking 10 dead skunks.
Nice.
It was awful. Like he would rip one, I would rip one. We wake up in the morning, we're like, what the fuck? Why is it stinking so bad?
Well, and we drove around Bangor after we interviewed to check out the town, and literally, here's what they got going on: the Bangor Mall with 15 stores in it, and the Paul Bunyan statue, and that's it.
Dude, they got a statue.
Like you're
Yeah, the
basically
Paul
in
Bunyan
Canada.
statue.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Right.
Like you're basically in Canada.
It's also the home of Stephen King, and he
Right.
actually owned a cluster of radio stations up there. And one of them was a rock station, which I wish I never listened to it. I wish I did, because I bet it had like a cool rock horror sound to it. It would have been awesome. But I wasn't there long, because I was determined to get fired and move up to a big. No, like seriously, I wanted to do big, dangerous things, so other markets would want to hire me.
Yeah.
So I was
Right.
doing everything I could to be outrageous, and I figured it's Bangor, Maine. this is not the end of the road for me. So I'm going to do everything I know other markets would want to hear their DJs do, and that's exactly what happened. I was doing all these crazy bits. I was getting in trouble and yelled at every morning. I was on from 7 to midnight, and my morning routine was walk in, get yelled at by the PD and OM, and then do something different the next night. So I mean, it was just every night. It got to the point where my morning routine was the 8 o'clock ass chewing session.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, this.
Yeah. You got ass chewed more than anyone that I knew in the business.
I don't know if that's yeah.
I feel like you like every time I talk to you, like, man, the motherfucker just told me I can't do this.
Man, that happens though. The good ones always get their ass chewed.
I love being told I can't do something. I'm like, okay, well, we'll find another way to do it then.
But do you know what that is?
And then I'd be like, I don't know.
That's the fucking New Jersey in you.
It's something. It's the New Jersey, or me just love being an a-hole. I don't know what it is. Let me ask you something, because I realized I did it twice now, and I don't know if it's just me. Does anyone else have a hard time cursing on a microphone, or is it just me?
No.
Even on a podcast, I can't seem to say words I know I can say on a podcast, and when I do it, it kind of makes me cringe. Is that anybody else, or is that just me?
Not me, but I'm not used to being on radio. You know, like you
maybe
guys are.
Maybe at first,
yeah,
but not now. No,
I have no fucking problem with it.
We don't give a fuck anymore.
No, I generally I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
My problem though is if we ever do go back into radio, that's when we're gonna have to fucking care.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going back into radio.
I don't really plan on doing that either. So
I'm not going back to local radio.
Right. So fuck away, my friend.
Yeah. See,
right.
Fuck away. I did that on a t-shirt. So fuck away. So fuck away, my friend. Fuck away.
Fuck away, young man.
Trust me, we're doing worse things on this podcast than just saying the fuck word and
the fuck word.
The fuck word.
Which is the most flexible English word ever.
We've talked about that. It's definitely the most limber of words. Verb, adjective, noun.
There's a show on Netflix. It's like the
yeah, we talked about that show.
It's hosted
Nicolas Cage.
With Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Is it good? Because I still haven't watched it
It's
yet.
really good.
Yeah, it is really
you should give that a go.
Yeah.
It really starts off with him just screaming fuck.
Yeah, fuck's the first
anything
episode.
that Nicolas Cage just lets loose with the F word, I'm down, man.
Yeah, it was a good role for him.
I wanted to watch it because I saw the preview on Netflix when I was skimming through the shows, and I was like, I've got to watch this because this looks amazing.
It's worth it.
It took me a while to finish watching it because
let me ask you guys. So,
kids came around
have you all been jocks on the air or no?
Yes, but in like I said, small market. I was on a 50,000 watt station in mid-Illinois, just south of Springfield, Illinois, for 13 years, on the air for 10, production manager full-time for 14. Just about. I got fired on the air, actually.
Was that at your last job?
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Yeah, I got fired on the air. I had no, go ahead.
I was going to say, I did too. I had a checklist, and I didn't know I had a checklist, but I had a checklist of all the things I wanted to be able to say I did in my radio career, and getting fired on the air was one of them.
Yep.
So I can proudly say I've been fired on the air.
So can I.
And I retaliated on the air because
So
I
did
knew I
I.
was being fired. Here's the thing: and most polished management knows not to fire a DJ while they're still on the radio because they have your microphone.
Yeah.
And they're going to F you up.
Yeah.
Not my guy. My guy was the boss's son, so it made for real long days.
Pencil neck dick.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the news anchor that quit on the air?
Prick.
Oh yeah.
There was a news anchor that did that once. It was pretty awesome to watch, actually.
Fucking prick.
What happened? Why did he quit on the air?
It was a female, and I don't know. We'll have to find the clip.
Was that on Netta the Mood Setter?
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
So I remember Netta. I quit. You know, I've only got one thing to say is I quit this bitch, and she mixed 99 or whatever, and she just moved right on.
Are you talking about on?
I heard
Are you talking about on
post?
She nailed it. Netta hit the mood.
Was this on the radio?
Yeah, it was in Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay. Not on TV.
I thought it was Pensacola.
I thought it was in Atlanta. I'm sorry.
No. Oh, you know what? It was. Yeah. It might have been. Anyway, it was. She was every DJ. She was a hero to every DJ in the radio business.
Yes, she was.
The lady that I'm
year.
thinking of, I think, is kind of felt the same way.
Annetta, she quit on the air, straight up was like, you know what? I got a little announcement I'm going to do. Took a break, came back.
Led into it and shit.
Totally did a lead in
Nice.
afterwards. She's like, I just noticed there's, people around here, they're nice to your face, but then when you turn away, oh, that bitch,
I would love
you know
to
what?
hear that.
Annetta is not setting the mood. I think it was WBLX.
Yeah.
Annetta is not setting the mood
Yes,
at WBLX anymore. She'd be like, all I got for you people. I guess what I'm trying to say is, and like they had a little record scratch, like, I quit this bitch. And then she threw on the post, it hit the jingle, and she rolled on to the next
Dude,
tune,
I would
man.
love to get her on here and ask what she was thinking
What's she
during
doing
that
now?
break. During that break, and then coming back, and what she was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, I would love
That
to
was
have
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile. Okay,
Mobile.
well, there you go.
It's
Annetta.
Mobile's a good market.
I mean,
it's a good size market.
To me, it's kind of like similar to the whole deal. We've talked about this before, where you need to be nice to the people that are serving your food.
Right.
You kind of need to be nice to the DJs that are working for you too.
Well, the people who can get you $1 million fine if they really try hard enough.
Oh,
right? Yeah, those people. Right.
Fucking prick.
Hey, so I would love to ask anybody who still says this in radio management. I love program directors, consultants, upper management who love to say, our station is all about the music. Just keep it short and sweet because it's all about the music. I would love to say, okay, if it's all about the music, then how come MTV stopped playing music a long time ago and started filling their time with, I don't know, content? It's
Good
because
point.
you can get music anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not about the music. The music's what's between me talking and the commercials. It's
Right.
filler. It used to drive me crazy when program directors or consultants would say that shit to me. Then why does MTV stop not play music anymore? It's not about the music. Nobody gives a shit about the music.
It's about
you
the
can get music
content.
anywhere.
It's about the content.
Well, listen,
Yeah, and that's the whole
if
thing.
Matty Fresh is on Station A across the street doing a morning show, and I'm Station B on the other side of the street doing a morning show, and we're playing the same 20 records on both our stations, what do you think is going to be the difference?
What's the
Who's
difference?
doing better content? Who's doing better content?
No
The Matty
one.
Fresh show or the DB Nyce show?
No one. Because the whole thing about doing 30 seconds of prep work and talking about back selling this song. No, it's
Oh,
all
God, I
bullshit.
hated
No one
all
gives
that.
a fuck about
Right.
you talking about that song or that artist.
The executives care about it, but the listeners don't give a
They
shit.
just want you to sit there and push the buttons. That's
Right.
all you are. You are a glorified board op.
That's
all
that's
you
why
are.
there's no one working in radio anymore, guys. That's why it's all automation now, because that's what they want.
They want you to shut the fuck up
Yeah.
and just play the songs over and over again. The same fucking 20 songs that you can have on your phone now.
right.
Yeah. For
So get back to content. Get back to content on the radio because that's why more people are going to podcasts.
Yeah.
Because for one, people will save whatever the fuck they want now
Yeah.
on podcasts.
Yeah, it's
because
great.
we can curse. We can do anything
Right, no
we
FCC
want.
here.
Right.
We have our own brand.
Right.
We created a brand on this podcast.
Yeah,
and other people
absolutely.
are doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
So why the hell are they going to listen to terrestrial when they can listen to on-demand entertainment?
Exactly.
Which this all is.
Exactly.
And I'm not just talking about our show. I'm
Right.
talking about DB's Arcade. I'm talking about all these other people who created these podcasts throughout the years, and especially in 2020 when there was a friggin' pandemic going
Right.
on.
Yeah, man. I wonder how many podcasts were created
Oh my
last
God,
year.
so many.
I mean,
So
People
many.
were fucking bored in
And
their house and were like, what can I talk about?
Yeah.
What do I love talking about? And let's get a microphone and
Yeah.
hook it up
Right.
to a computer.
and at the same time, during the pandemic, a shit ton more people started listening to podcasts too because they had time to do it.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but me, like if let's say there's a celebrity and the celebrity goes on, Jimmy Fallon or whatever, but then he goes on a podcast. If I'm a fan of that celebrity, like I already know what questions they're going to ask him when he's on the talk show.
Correct.
I'm going to listen to the podcast every time because I know it's going to get a lot deeper.
Right.
There's not, like we were talking, there's not going to be any censorship.
Right.
People
Yeah,
can get
man.
real.
That's right.
It's slowly but surely, pretty quickly at this point,
It's going to happen eventually.
People are discovering that it's a much better form of media.
Local radio will definitely have to like think about what they're doing and what will drive listenership back. Like it has to be local content.
Yeah.
And it has to be more than just 25 to 40 seconds of some Nimrod just talking about backselling a song or talking about some dumb shit that has nothing to do with the format.
Though, you need to have some kind of like local information, local news. I mean, I'm not talking like read that, little Jimmy had a sister at 446 and that his grandma left the hospital and, all that shit, because that's what my boss wanted us to do,
Right.
to be honest. He was from the 50s, hand-built the transmitter and everything, and then just gave it over to his son who had everything and did not know how to run it and run it straight into the ground. He's just
that's the one thing.
It. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Doug.
And that's the one thing that's the one thing radio still has and will always have when local radio is if there's a hurricane or natural disaster, people will, because TV stations will go off the air if the power gets knocked out. It's the only, and it's like radio stations aren't smart enough to say, hey, listen, we have this one lifeline to hold on to, and we need to be local. We need to be the thing that people go to, because when shit goes down, hurricane, earthquake, whatever, when shit goes down, radio is going to be the way people will go for that information. But before shit goes down, you need to have entertaining content to make people say, this is my place to go when I want something local, and I want local DJs that live in my town who talk about the pizza place I go to, who say West Main Pizza in Jefferson City is the best place to get pizza. If you want pizza, call them at 573-636-6999. I'm reading that off the screen. Listen. That's the local DJs are going to say where is a good place to get pizza. They're going to say, hey, this happened downtown. Some freaking piped-in DJ from California is not going to say that crap unless they're paid $200 to read a 30-second spot. And it still won't have that feel of home because they've never been to West Main Pizza and they never will be. So why wouldn't radio stations not have live local DJs who will say, yeah, I eat there and it's fantastic. And West Main Pizza is fantastic. I better get a free pizza when I come into Jefferson City. I'm just saying right now, West Main. I pumped your name so many times in 30 seconds. If I can't get at least one slice of pizza, I like it with pepperoni and a little bit of bacon and chicken. I'm just saying. If you can hook it up.
We should definitely hook that up.
Does West Main Pizza know they're our sponsor tonight?
I don't think they do, actually.
That's okay. It's okay.
Oh, it's on the screen. I just was reading what was on the screen.
No, absolutely, they are. They're the bomb. West Main put up our flyers, so we in turn made a graphic and threw it up. They don't even know they're the sponsor yet.
Yeah,
we're just pushing it.
You know what's better than West Main Pizza, or not better, but you know what else is just as great as West Main Pizza that I found out recently? Last Flight in Jefferson City. This brewing company is thebomb.com.
Right there on Heisinger Road. Right by the Pound.
Now
right by,
open.
The Ice Arena.
UPS.
UPS.
This is their opening
My
week,
question was, are they open on Wednesdays? And I found out they're open on Wednesdays from 4 to 9.
They are.
And that's
Yes, they
important
are.
to me because that's the only time I'm available to go anywhere is on a Wednesday.
Me too.
And they're open from 4 to 9 on a Wednesday. That's
Damn,
important.
that's a good sell right there.
Oh, yes, it is. I mean, come on. And he lives in Delaware.
Your bill's in the mail, guys.
Right. They have outdoor seating.
Again,
Nice
Cash
lawn
App,
area.
$DBNYCE.
Kid friendly.
Cash.
Dog friendly. Hey, yo. Thanks for
Hell,
playing.
even houseplants love me. I mean,
Dude.
hey.
Dude. It's too damn bad they don't own anything.
DB, tell us about this DB arcade of yours.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, man.
So this show is for guys our age. I mean, it started off with talking about classic arcade games from the 80s and 90s. And I don't know about you guys. I was an arcade nerd growing up.
Yes.
I loved going
Me
to
too.
the arcade. I feel bad for kids today that they don't get a chance to go to the arcade and
Yeah,
do
me too.
stuff like having arcade rivals, go in there, meeting their buddies, and
Yep.
see if they can get the highest score in Pac-Man or whatever. You know, I guess the last thing closest to it was like Dance Dance Revolution. But coming soon, there's going to be
the
the
last
new
ones.
Matty Fresh, George Foreman Grill game. Be on the
That's
lookout for
right.
that.
That's
right.
That thing's gonna take
All
off.
the crazy kids are doing that challenge.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, and if you do find an arcade,
So
anymore
I
nowadays,
started. The
it's
show
not
started off with just
like
talking
it
about
used to
classic
be.
arcade games from the 80s and 90s, but then it evolved because talking to people, especially people from anyone born in the late or earlier or late 70s and on. I think anyone that was born like from 76 to 79 are the luckiest people in the world because you got to grow up in the 80s, you got to play as a young kid in the 90s, and of course you got to be a young adult in the 2000s. So and we're like the perfect example of that, And for us, we got to be in the radio business, which was we got paid to have fun, which is nuts.
That's true.
So the show became this thing where it's a nostalgia show. We talk about video games, movies, TV shows, arcade games, anything and anything from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And I find people love talking about that, especially with the pandemic. People love nostalgia. People love watching something and saying, oh, I remember that. I love digging up like old TV commercials and doing a thing where we show a bunch of commercials from back in the day, and people are like, holy shit, I remember that commercial when I was a kid, stuff like that. So I have a website where the show is currently running, dbsarcade.com. The first, I think, 11 episodes of the show's up, and I'm actually getting ready to start season 2 of DB's Arcade here soon. Actually, in the next episode coming up, I've got a couple of WWE Hall of Famers joining me. I got Ted DiBiase and Hacksaw Jim Duggan on the next show, which is going to be cool. I think I just blew the surprise. Did I? I forget. Was I not supposed to say that? I don't know. Whatever. Huh? Yeah, but I got a couple of WWE Hall of Famers going to be on the show because we're going to be talking about the arcade classic, WWF Superstars and WWF WrestleFest, and they're going to be on the show.
Games. So are there still any old school arcades out there? Because I think of the arcades that I go to now aren't like they used to be, where you just go and you play, like we were talking about. You meet up with your friends, you play, beat my high score. Now it's all about the tickets and the prize behind the counter.
Yeah,
right. And the games are so priced out that it's going to cost a 13-year-old kid $50 to go hang out with his friends playing video games.
Yeah.
Right.
Aladdin's Castle was the go-to spot in Jeff City back in the day. That was our arcade.
Yeah, there's a couple places right here. We got one place called Yestercades, and they have all the games from the 80s and 90s. I mean, when you walk in this place, it feels like an arcade from. So fun. You feel like you just walked into 1980 something because you walk in and see all these. You see Double Dragon and Contra and all these
awesome.
other.
Love it.
Pac-Man, Q*bert, all those games are all there, and they got them lined up just like you did when you went into an arcade, back to back, and there's rows of them and stuff. So it's not like these Dave and Buster type places where you're playing a giant version of Connect 4. These are the actual games we grew up with, and we got a place actually here in Rehoboth that just opened up not too long ago called the Hideout, and it's the same thing. And they got a bar. Like this place is great. They got a bar and arcades.
Yeah.
Man.
So it drives like people our age, like, oh yeah, they got Contra. Oh, they got Double Dragon. Well, I'm gonna go get fucking drunk.
And
We've got one of those up in
games.
Columbia too. There's a Brew arcade where you can play like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over a pitcher of beer.
Which place are you talking about?
Yeah. It's up in I can't remember exactly the name of it, but it's up in Columbia.
There used to be Gunther's. You guys remember Gunther's in Columbia?
Gunther's. We're going to go to Gunther's.
See, that's the thing that sucks about living in a small town, man, is like I would love to be able to go to an arcade place like that was popping, where I could walk up and start whipping people's ass in some Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Rehoboth's pretty like small townish, but like obviously they have the tourism and all that.
Yeah.
But I've been to Rehoboth. It's a really nice beaches right there.
Oh man, I miss the arcade.
I love living on the beach. It's been a dream come true to live here. It's great. Even it's not as crazy as it was, Matt, when we lived in Destin, Florida. Like Destin used to be a nightmare from spring break till like October, because it was just a vacation destination.
Because honestly, like during the winter, like Destin becomes a small town. But when spring break and summer hits, it's like this giant city.
Yeah. Everybody from
and there's
here.
only a 2-lane highway into Destin.
Yeah.
So it's chaotic, dude.
It's a fucking nightmare, I'm sure. Yeah.
It's chaotic.
That's where everybody from mid-Missouri goes. I know a ton of people that go down to Destin.
I mean, we were going to go down in, but we're going to St. Augustine, actually, in July.
Yeah. Go to some place that's not as touristy as Destin. You know,
Destin was a fun time now.
Oh yeah, they get wild.
Listen, I'm proud of Matt and I not having baby mamas there because I really thought if both of us were single, we would have at least 2 baby mamas from that place.
Knock on wood, you might there might still be one out there.
I love
brother,
how optimistic he is. There's at least 2.
I was the pull-out king. So
yeah, well, knock on that wood, brother. That's all I'm saying.
He is the sofa king because he was good at pulling out.
The cannoli kid over here.
No, I was I hung it up a long time ago.
Yeah.
I hung it up.
Yeah.
I just keep it in now.
That's right.
like a man.
So much better.
JB, are you going to stick with us? Because we got trivia.
Yeah, I'm around for a bit.
All right, because we got trivia for you next, bro.
Cool, man.
All right, let's do it.
We're going to do some trivia. We give our guests all the trivia.
Yeah, man, we're going to give you all the trivias.
We're going to give you that to you. Don't forget to check out Last Flight. We were just talking about them right there on Heisinger Road in Jefferson City.
That's right.
Outdoor patio. They have a lawn area. They have food trucks now. It's going to be awesome. They're awesome.
They have
and
Rebel
they're open on
tacos
Wednesdays
tonight.
from 4 to 9.
Yeah.
Get your growlers, by the way. Get your growlers. Depending on the beer, it's $15 or $20 refill on the growlers, so check that out. Angel and I have been there and have delicious beers. Yes, we have delicious. They have delicious beers.
Delicious beers.
And I could get drunk there all day. And DB knows about it from Rehoboth, so
that's right.
You know,
right.
I mean, it's legendary at this point, right?
Also,
this guy,
West Main Pizza too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, West Main.
Yes, you don't even know it yet, but thank you, West Main.
And you're welcome.
Yes.
We will be right back, and we're gonna hit DB up with some trivia, and then we're gonna get to Angel, who's gonna share some of his stuff. With
Angel's
Dave
got some
about some paranormal sleep.
Oh yeah, that's
paralysis
right.
shit.
Yes.
He's just chilling over there on the old '77 couches, drinking a beer, looking at me like, "Let's get to it, bro."
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Right
we'll be
on,
right
y'all.
back.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Ronald McDonald in.
Bowling for burgers. We still have a chance, Bertie. Go for it.
Stand back, boys.
It looks like a strike. You're out.
That's okay. I'll throw a spare.
I think you've got it, Grimace. Think again.
You're our last hope, Ronald.
Watch this. Good game, you guys.
Thanks. We always fall for that one.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to the old 77
It's a safe place.
in an unsafe world.
Round
Maddie.
2, gentlemen.
You know what time it is? It's
Maddie.
trivia time.
Trivia time.
And as you know, we trivia all of our guests.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's now DB's turn to.
DB's in the hot seat.
DB's in the hot seat. And you're
Good
next, by the
question.
way, Angel, just so you know. You've been over there being quiet so far,
Man.
but we're going to put you through the ringer soon,
Angel,
too.
I don't know
Angel
if you
gets
heard
it as
me.
well.
I don't know if you heard me saying this during the break, but you know, being around these radio people, I've never done this before. You asked earlier at the beginning of the podcast if we were all. No, not me.
yeah,
This is my first time, and
Well, Angel,
you're very
just so
professional
feel
and you're
like
intimidating
part of
me.
the radio crowd.
and I'm 6'3", 355.
Yeah, you could take all three of
So-
us at once.
Oh, yeah, man.
But yeah, I was real afraid to step on you.
No, it's all good.
Don't be
Well,
afraid.
radio
lingo, radio
Just
lingo.
jump in
Can
there,
I-
man.
go-
Just jump in there.
Angel, let me tell you, it's something that would probably be said to you if you got into the business. You have a face for radio, my friend. Everyone says that dumbass joke. Everyone says that dumbass joke to
I
DJ.
hate
I know.
I hate that
Now
joke. I'll tell you that.
Now you're part of the cloud. Part of the group now.
Is that my initiation?
Yes, you are actually now officially a radio dude.
I'm tired of that joke.
Everyone says that.
Yes, it's very
Your
old.
mom, your
You have
grandma.
a face for radio.
Yeah, it's awful.
Fucking prick.
I've never heard that before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna do like some pop culture type trivia.
We're gonna
is
do
that
pop
right?
culture top 40-ish.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah.
We giving DB 10 tonight, boys?
Yeah, since we have two guests.
Yeah, let's do 10. Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm all about the top 10. I know how to do a top 10. God knows I've done plenty of top 10s on the night show. Here's the number 10 most requested song.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so I'm just making sure me and Maddie aren't on the same website. We're not, so that's good.
So I am on manintelligence.com.
Yes,
I am not.
All of our trivia is on the spot. No show prep, no nothing. Question number 1.
Okay. Dave, go ahead.
Okay. What was the first music video played on MTV?
Oh, good question.
Video killed the radio star.
Give him a ding ding.
That is correct. You win a brand new jet ski.
I start with softballs, DB. They're going to get harder, so don't get comfortable over there, asshole.
Don't get cocky.
Okay, here we
Dave's
go.
a hard ass, too.
Are you ready?
Yes, question number 2.
Thank you, senor. How many times did Ross Geller get divorced on Friends? How many times did he get divorced on Friends? Oh, whiny little Ross. Why me?
Pivot.
Sorry.
Dose. 2 times.
Ooh.
Jackass.
Ooh,
Three times. He was called the divorcer because of this. His 3 wives were Carol, Emily, and Rachel.
Carol.
Oh, Emily. I forgot Emily. Yeah.
She
Everybody
was the
forgets about
British
Emily.
chick. Oh my God, let's catch a couple teas.
All right, loves. Question number 3.
Ross, will you feel my nipples?
Crikey.
Okay, question number 3. Where is the band the Jackson 5 from?
Indiana. Gary, Indiana.
Bingo.
There you go.
Very
There you
nice.
go.
Very nice.
2-1.
Good job.
2-1. That's
All right,
pretty damn
all right,
good.
All right.
They're going to get harder, okay? I'm just telling you.
Question 4. Question number 4.
What was the most popular song on streaming services in 2017? What was the most popular song on streaming services in 2017?
On streaming, does it give like a genre?
It says the song
or-
was also the first song to hit 2 billion streams on Spotify.
Oh, snap.
Oh, is it? No, that was 20.
I know 2020 took a lot out of us, man.
Right? Absolutely,
Well,
it did.
I was gonna say Uptown Funk, but that was 2015, so that wouldn't have been it. 2017 would have to be a Taylor Swift song.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I hope he's wrong.
He is.
Is he?
Yeah, he's wrong.
Well,
he didn't. That wasn't an official guess, though. Yeah,
Oh, was that your final? Was that your final answer, DB?
No, that wasn't his final answer.
No.
Okay, sorry. So I'll take that
now
back.
that I know
Sorry.
it's the wrong answer, no.
Gosh,
Right.
2017. I was. Oh God, it had to be Ed Sheeran. Perfect.
Correct.
Oh, get
I'm
outta
sorry. That's
here.
it. No, I jumped the gun on
He
the
pulled
fucking.
that one right out.
I jumped the gun on that.
All right, well
so-
done, well done.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Play the Bon Jovi, boys, because we're halfway there. Question number 6.
The funny thing is there's an Ed Sheeran question right in front of me that
Yeah,
I was
let's-
thinking about asking, but I'm
Please,
not.
please don't.
I'm not going to do that.
There's a lot of good music questions here.
I really don't care for Ed Sheeran. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
like
a huge
his
fan.
writing.
You know he was on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was a big fan of the
He was
show.
like, "Give me your fucking ex."
I remember that. I was asking my wife. I said, "Is that fucking Ed Sheeran?" She's like,
damn it
"Yeah, it
was."
is." She's a big fan of the show. Okay, what are we on now?
Your wife or
4?
We are
You
on
better not
question
be on
number
my
6.
wife. Oh, okay, question number 6.
Dave, you're way off.
Oh, dude, calm down.
You're way off, Dave.
Okay.
Pour another one, will you?
Dude, your wife frightens me. She'd beat
Will
me
you
up.
get it the fucking together?
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm letting you down again. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Where did the singer, pop singer, Britney Spears get her start on what show?
Oh.
That would be the Mickey Mouse Club.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding, motherfucker.
Damn, dude.
Very nice.
Ring a ding, ding,
Nice. Nice.
I like it.
All right, so question number 7.
Right now, he's dominating.
What's the score?
So far, we're 5-1. Question number 7.
Son of a bitch.
In honor of Jim Morrison.
In honor of Jim Morrison, we're 5-1.
5-1, baby.
That's
Okay,
right.
here we go.
Spitting image over there.
I'm so sorry, man.
Thank you, Dave.
Spitting image.
I'm ready for a Doors cover band.
Absolutely,
I mean, come
dude.
on.
I'll play guitar for you.
Doors. Okay, which famous American pop band was originally called Kira's Flowers or Kara's Flowers? I'm sorry, however you would say that. Kara's, Karas, or apostrophe S. Sorry, Flowers.
Yeah, Kara's. I think.
Which famous American pop band was originally called Kara's Flowers? It's back in the early. When did they come out?
These guys came out like early 2000s.
Okay, early 2000s. Yeah.
They're still popular though.
Yeah. That's a hard one.
It is kind of a hard one.
Sorry, dude.
I feel like mentioning that like the lead singer is on a TV show.
I was gonna say.
There you go, Dave. Way to fucking enable him.
Thank you.
With the clues.
Well, it's a good thing
Christ.
the softballs have already been tossed.
That's a wrong on Dave.
Is that an automatic
Okay.
disqualification?
We're gonna give Dave a -1.
Damn it. Dave.
Can I call my lifeline Dave?
I think you already did.
Hold on. Let me give you my number.
Okay. Early 2000s. The
Has his own
singer is
fucking
currently.
Singer is something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sugar Ray.
No.
Jackass.
No, it is Maroon 5.
Maroon 5. Adam
God
Levine.
damn it. Maroon
That
5.
guy.
That was a tough question. That was a tough question.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on question number what? That was 7, right? So this is question number 8.
Question number 8. Which superhero is referenced in every episode of Seinfeld?
Oh, that's pretty
I know that one.
easy.
I hate that show.
Excuse me.
So I have no clue. I'm going to
Nice.
have to
Just throw one out.
guess. I'm going to have to say Superman, but I'm probably wrong.
No, you're right.
That
you're
is
totally
correct.
right.
He loves Superman.
Your
Jerry Seinfeld.
your hint was just throw one out, because if I just ask somebody to throw a superhero out, that's who they're going to go with.
Superman, right?
So you're welcome.
Well, I think Big Philly Mike would have said
Easy on the
Spider-Man.
softballs, brother.
I know. I keep saying they're going to get harder.
Honestly, Big Philly Mike would have said Spider-Man.
Right.
That's
I
not-
would have said Batman.
Yeah.
Would you? Okay. All right. Well,
Do you
But
not
I
watch
actually
Seinfeld?
knew that one though.
I actually
So
have
if
been
I'm
watching.
just gonna, if somebody goes, hey, throw out a superhero, Batman.
Yeah, I've actually been watching Seinfeld. Like that's the show that I watch when I go to sleep these days.
Oh, Seinfeld's hilarious.
It'll
And,
put you down.
plus, it just like takes me back to that period of time, like the pre 9/11 area,
Pre-cell phone era.
That and the pre 9/11 area, just like it's just you just.
Right.
It just seems like life was just so much simpler back then. I sound like an old man, but it's true.
Hey, when at my time, I didn't wear condoms. I just fucking put it in.
That's right.
We just raw dogged with the dog.
With the dog.
We called it doggy style.
Right.
every
Then the
time.
little bastard would yip away and everything was fine.
Doggy style is not what you think it
She
is.
howled like a bloodhound.
All right, what are we on now, guys?
So this is the last question.
Okay, here we
Nothing
go.
else matters now.
Here it is.
Cue the
big-
Metallica.
Get this one. You're right.
Okay, DB, you ready, bro?
Let's do it.
Here we go. What was the most watched series on Netflix in 2019? What was the most watched series on Netflix in 2019?
I feel like I'm wrong, but I'm going to say Cobra. No, wait. Nope. Stop. Cobra Kai wasn't released yet on Netflix in 2019.
Smart.
Smart.
2019. Hold on. Let me
Think
think.
about it. What was the
has to-
most popular show on Netflix a couple years
It
ago?
had to be Tiger King.
Oh.
That was last year.
That was my guess.
Was that 2020? Oh, it was 2020. Hold on. Don't tell me the answer yet. Even
not-
though I'm wrong.
I'm not-
But let me say 2019. I'm pretty good about time stamping things. God, that was 2020.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, 2020 was
Right.
2020.
2020 was a rough one, brother.
It was like 5 years into
2020
one.
felt like
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
I swear to God, 2020 was 5 years ago.
It felt like a
It's
decade
amazing.
to me.
It did.
Yeah.
It was a long
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
year. Yeah.
Okay.
I became grayer in
2019.
2020. Trust me, I'm more
Was,
gray on my head.
was this,
My
a,
balls
was
hang
this a
lower.
Netflix exclusive show?
Yeah, Netflix exclusive.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was an
good
original
guess.
was on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It was one of the most popular shows when it first came out, man. Like, came out around
It's got to be Orange is the New Black. Is that it?
in 2019.
Is that your final
It
answer?
came out around Halloween.
Gee, guys, just give it away.
I'm a fucking hypocrite.
Softballs.
I am
Softballs.
I am a fucking hypocrite.
You always yell at him.
I know.
That's the beauty of Matt.
I am a fucking asshole. I'm a prick.
You're gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me it's gonna kick my ass because I feel like I know this, and I probably watched it. And I don't.
Guaranteed you've watched it.
Oh, you've watched it? Yeah.
Fucking prick.
Like, can you tell me an actor who's in it?
You just caught on, didn't you? Yeah, you just caught on.
Fucking Dave's over here humming the theme. Damn, boys.
Fucking asshole.
I couldn't hear him.
Generous for me.
Who's the lead actor?
You know, I don't think any of us could name. Well, I can name the girl.
I can name the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just give it away.
Tell me the girl.
Right. No, we can't give you the girl.
She's a big part of the show. She's a mom in it.
Isn't she one of those girls
She's
that has
a mom in it?
No, she's not.
Oh,
she was married to Johnny Depp.
Yeah, you're not. We're
She was
thinking.
married-
different mom.
We're thinking of the.
She was married to Johnny Depp back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're talking. Me and Scotty were talking about a different.
I was too.
Okay, I have no. I've got no clue.
All right, go ahead and ding him. That way we can tell him.
Okay, so Millie Bobby Brown.
Right.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, Stranger Things.
That is.
Jesus Christ! I knew
know.
it. God damn it!
I know, man. It burns.
hell?
It sucks when that happens.
It burns.
Sucks.
Oh, it's like herpes.
Sucks so hard. No, it's like gonorrhea, right?
It's like the only thing that does come back from Vegas.
Or is herpes is herpes hot and gonorrhea is just nice and warm? Is
I
that
don't
how
know,
that
man.
works?
I think
I
either
don't
way,
know.
though,
Me
in the
personally, I don't
1930s, you go out and you get that shit in the fall because winter's
Matt would
coming
refer
up.
to it as the Destin Special.
The Destin Special.
Isn't that the drink?
The Destin platter.
I totally believe that.
STDs.
All right, so what's our final tally for
In
DB?
the herpes triangle, right?
7 and
So yes, we are 7-3.
7 and 3. Not a bad shot.
Not a bad shot. Not
So-
too shabby.
Listen, I feel like the tough questions was the Jackson 5 question. I feel like that was the toughest one you gave me.
The Gary, Indiana one?
And-
Yeah.
You got that one.
And Maroon
Yeah.
5. I think
And
the Maroon 5 one
the
was
Maroon
probably
5
toughest
one, yeah.
Gary, Indiana, man.
The Maroon 5 one was tough. You know, whenever you asked that question, I remembered that I had learned that a long time ago, but I probably would not have actually remembered it, you know, if I hadn't seen it on the screen.
Right.
So
I have to confess that it doesn't matter how many clues you would have given me. I would have never guessed Stranger Things.
Really?
Well, I mean, like I said, 2020.
I've
there
never
was
watched
so much shit
I've
that
never
happened.
watched an episode.
Like fucking Tiger King last year was like
my
the
God.
biggest fucking. It was the most moronic.
That's because it was a
thing
train
ever.
wreck, and we needed a train wreck at the time.
It was a
you know?
distraction
It
from
was a
everything else
distraction.
that was going
to
on.
distract from the train wreck that was real life at that time.
I
Yes,
kept waiting to
yes.
find out that it was like all put on. Like it was all. This is all produced and scripted. This is. I was like,
Right.
there's no way this is real.
But the dude's really in prison
yeah,
now.
and
Yeah.
every week it was like, okay, no, for real, this is not real, right? And every week I'm like,
But
I can't
when the
believe
guy
this is
shot
real.
himself, like his young boyfriend shot himself. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
I was like, did that really happen?
Right? And
And-
it got caught on camera.
Like, sure enough.
There's
it
so
did.
many memes about that. Like, I've seen one the other day. It was like the face you make when you actually win Russian roulette. Like, damn, that is fucking rough.
Damn. I kind of forgot about that part in that show. I kind of almost forgot about
But the
that.
dude
now.
literally did. Like, Jesus Christ.
Damn, man.
And then the chick that had her arm bit off by the tiger, she was reaching in or something, and she had her arm broke.
That's right.
And she was totally
stayed
okay with
on.
it. Yeah, like I
she's
understand. The tiger was
not the
hungry.
kid's
I was
fault.
stupid. All right, anyway, I got to go feed Tiger some more.
Yeah, I got to go feed some more
Like, honey, you
tigers.
got to go get sewn
more
up. You're
Walmart
bleeding
meat.
out.
Like, you lost a limb. You lost a
Like
limb.
I would never go anywhere near a tiger again. Tony, I wouldn't even get Frosted Flakes because there's a tiger on the box. I mean, like, what the hell?
Like, I'll tell you what, though. She is definitely one tough lady. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about, like, soft people these days. She is definitely not one of them.
I just remember.
We should definitely give her a hand.
I just remember Joe Exotic
Or
walking
two.
into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I just remember Joe Exotic walking into the room and being like, "Okay, guys, I better tell you now because you're gonna find out on the news tonight anyway."
Right.
One of our employees lost an arm.
And then the best scene ever where they're catching behind scenes like I'm never gonna recover from this.
Yeah. I'll never
Now,
financially recover from this.
I forget. Do they try to, like, sew the arm back onto her?
I don't think they ever found it.
So so basically the tiger fucking.
It was tiger
gnawed on
shit.
for a while.
Yeah, it was tiger shit.
It became a toy.
Right.
Sorry, honey, but I can't attach tiger shit back to your hand.
That makes sense.
Maybe the bones survived. I don't know.
A bitchin' skeleton tiger shit hand.
The bone fragments.
It's right out there in the same place with Carol Baskin's husband.
Goddamn Carol Baskin.
She's a cold-blooded murderer.
What a bitch.
Yeah. That's the thing about women, man. That's the thing about women is that,
What if it turns out there's proof she didn't do it?
Like men,
there's so many people are gonna feel so bad.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they won't.
No, I won't
No,
feel
they
bad.
won't. Dude, there are people that take their vacations to Tampa, Florida, just to fuck with Carol Baskin now.
Do you think she gets fucked with?
Oh God,
Oh,
yes.
of course she does.
I'm a member of this Facebook page it's basically labeled that fucking bitch Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
Right? And they
yeah.
find her in Tampa riding her bike down the road and they'll like, hey, found Carol at, here and here.
Yeah. Wow. Man. It's fucking weird, man.
I've never gone down that rabbit hole, so I don't know.
Oh my God, I did.
Are you guys familiar with Cameo? What that is?
Yeah, where you can hire a celebrity to make a cameo for somebody's for like your wife's birthday or whatever.
She's on there. She's on there with a very specific set of rules. You cannot tell her to say anything about Tiger King. She won't make any comments about her ex-husband.
Yeah. Of course not.
And if
she killed him.
And you have to be positive because if you ask her to say something negative, she'll take your money and not do your cameo for you.
Nice.
But it's
Carol Baskin,
freaking
man.
hilarious. She'll start the video off like with the same shit where she'll say, "Hi, all you cool cats and kittens," or whatever the hell it is, then
hi, all you cool cats and kittens. It's
and don't get excited. She won't plug the old 77. She won't do any plugs whatsoever.
Fucking
of course
bitch.
she won't. Of course she won't.
Fucking prick.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Listen, I'd give her $5,000 if she did a video where she's like, "Hey, it's this fucking bitch Carol Baskin,
Right.
and you're listening to the old 77." I'd give that girl, that lady, $5,000. I think you all would put money together if you can get her to say.
Oh,
it,
we'd
wouldn't
make
you?
it happen, dude.
I put 5 on it.
I would ship it for that.
Hell yeah, dude! I paid $50 for that shit.
Fucking prick.
It's that fucking bitch Carol Baskin, and you're listening to the old 77.
Yeah.
By the way, I killed my husband.
Right. Yeah. Sardine oil, bitches.
She would have done well in the New York Mafia for sure, man. They're like, by the way, I fucking got rid of that guy.
Oh my god.
Right?
No,
Dude,
maybe
that
she
sounds
knows
like
where
such a
Hoffa
movie plot.
Oh, she probably does.
The mafia is funding. The mafia is funding her tiger resort or whatever,
That'd be so fucked.
and all
Well, it
she's
is
got
all
to do is
volunteers.
like feed dead mobsters to the lions or tigers, whatever.
Fuck
That's like
yes.
a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
We gotta
practically
write that
writes
movie.
itself.
And all they have to do is take care of her husband.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
Right. Yeah. Listen, they'll fund her tiger foundation, and all they say to her is like, "Listen, we'll fund your tiger foundation. We just got some bodies that we need to disappear. Can you feed them to your tigers?" Booyah! That's a movie, man. That's a
money.
Get
That's money.
Get Scarpese on the phone. What's his name?
Scorsese.
That's his name now, man.
Scarpese, whatever. Scarface.
Dude, that guy would. Dude, mafia guys love Scorsese, man. They love that. They love all of his movies.
Because he looks like their uncle
Papa
used to put his
John's,
dick in
whatever
the.
his freaking name
Yeah.
is. Get him on the
Hey,
phone.
touch the popcorn.
Oh no! Here we go again.
What's up with this hole in the bottom of the popcorn, Uncle Timmy?
Yeah.
Nothing, little boy. Just go ahead.
Dude, have any of you guys been watching the Woody Allen thing on HBO?
That's pretty fucked up from what I hear.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I mean, Woody Allen.
Right.
So
Woody
that's all you
Allen's
gotta
a
say.
fucking child molester.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anywho.
we're gonna be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
We're gonna talk about some. We're gonna change the subject.
We're gonna talk
here.
with Angela coming up next.
We're gonna quiz your ass.
You're up next, man.
Before that, though, he's got some interesting stuff he's gonna talk with Dave about.
Yeah.
It's creepy as fuck, and
We share a common experience, Angel and I.
yeah. So if you want to fast forward to that
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, don't do that shit. We don't get paid if you do that.
on your iPhone, because I know you're listening to this on your iPhone. Our stats show it.
Don't
Yeah, our
hit that
stats show
fucking
it, yeah.
15-second skip
Oh,
button,
man, that's
asshole.
okay.
Don't
Can I
forget
translate what Matt just said? If you had too much BD Nyce, just fast forward to
Exactly.
about, I don't know, 45 minutes and 23 seconds.
That DB.
Well, I was
Fucking
not
prick.
thinking that, but maybe I'm a fucking prick. don't forget to check out Last Flight Brewing Company right there on Heisinger Road in Jefferson City. And then we'll be back with Angel coming up.
Bitches
On the old 77.
Now that's ridiculous.
The Power Glove for your NES. Now you and the games are one. Everything else is child's play.
Welcome back to the old 77. It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world, fellas.
So Angel is here.
Right? He is here.
We've got Angel.
Look, man, we're going to change the subject here. We've been talking radio all night long with my friend DB from Rehoboth Beach. Angel, a local guy here in Jefferson City, everybody knows Angel.
Yeah, as soon as he walked in the room, I recognized him.
I mean,
we
Angel,
were all like, man, I know you.
So here's the story with Angel. Like, Angel's a good friend of mine. Like, you know, we've shared a lot of things. Our wives are best friends, so we've been through like a lot of different stages. Kelly and him have been there when like Sloan was born and all that, and the same with us with their newborn and even even Lewis, dude. I got to know Angel a lot, and Angel's a great dude, man. So Angel has been listening to the podcast,
right?
You know, marathon in that bitch, like a Netflix marathon,
and not as much marathon and stuff I would have.
And
liked. I'd have to do it 20, 30-minute segments at a time because I started a new job and I can't listen to podcasts all day like I used to in my old one.
Yeah.
So on the way to work, which is a 4-minute drive,
damn,
and on the way home, you know, you get up in the morning, do your morning routine. I've got my headphones on. When I, until I walk in the door at work, I've got my headphones on. So it took me a lot longer, but I did marathon through as much. I didn't listen to any other podcasts until I caught up completely with yours. Then I went back and started catching everybody else back up.
Dude, there is so much great shit out there that's much better than us, but you decided to shut all that shit off.
There was a couple episodes that I really loved.
And you're like, Matt, guess what, man? I've been listening to this comedian, this comedian. By the way, I'm just listening to the old 77 right now. I just want to get caught up with it. And now here you are, man.
Yeah, there was one episode that I've mentioned a few times and told stories about your top 10 albums of music.
That was
episode, very early.
That was last year.
A while ago.
When you would talk about a specific artist or song, you'd hear that music in the background.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 seconds before that topic started. And then you'd hear another song start and the conversation flowed to that.
Yeah.
That was very well produced. I mean, that was like, wow, this is freaking awesome.
Scott produced that episode.
That was mine,
That was compliment.
And
thank you.
Before, like, so if you listen to our early stuff, you can hear that we pre-produced everything. We recorded first, and then we went back and we just like cut out what we wanted, and then we just kind of put the billboards in. And
boy, the show was done completely different back then.
But now it's live to tape. So everything that you hear now, it's in. Like, that's it. It's like it's a live show, but
as much as
it's
I
just
like
recorded.
The music one, you started playing a little bit of music in the background, just all the time, and it was a little loud.
Yeah,
and then you went away from that, but it was a little distracting.
Yeah.
But I just
But trust us, like
but still the content kept me in. So
Scott and I always talked about what should we do different. What could we do different? We always did we had like a meeting.
We
every,
still do that.
Yeah, we still do that.
It's always kind of evolving.
But like feedback like that from people that we know, and then to come on here, like that helps us get better.
But dude, you just binged our entire show. How much has it changed?
Yeah. It's more of a it is more polished.
Yeah.
It's more of a show. It's more of a something to look forward to. You know there's specific topics and subjects that are always going to come up.
Right.
You have your segments for those. It's kind of built in. It's what the show was based on, where you guys grew from. So you kept those roots, and I'm talking about the paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
Your trivia.
Yeah.
Talking about radio.
Yeah.
Because your very first episode was about
radio,
being on radio.
I want to do another one of those too.
So you've kept those roots, but there's still so much more. And having the guests on is pretty cool because I know I get to come on.
Yeah, we like having guests.
I told you, 4 weeks ago. I told you 4 weeks ago. I'm like he gave me all this feedback.
Yeah.
And he's like, I feel like I'm just hanging out with you guys. Yeah. And I was like, why don't you just come on? We even say it on the podcast. If you have any kinds of any kind of will to come on here with us and spend some time with us, we'll welcome you 100%.
Yeah, we throw the number out and everything. Yeah,
and
every week.
You've come on now on a great time where we have things set up differently. Like we have a whole fucking green room area there with a bar with
the whole show's
bourbon
changed.
and tequila and shit all.
This is the golden age.
It's a perfect place to have a podcast.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
And
I think I may have just self-impregnated right there.
Oh yeah.
I could feel it from here, Scott.
No, but it's great to have you on, brother. Now we were talking, a few weeks back, like one of the episodes we got, the paranormal episodes we were talking about. Dave was talking about his sleep paralysis. Yeah. And Dave, now can you share your story? Now, DB, listen to this shit. It'll creep you the fuck out tonight.
Right?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah. I'll give the
DB,
super short version of it for people that haven't already heard. But so at this time in my life, first of all, my health was in really bad shape. And at this particular period in my life, I considered myself to be an atheist. I did not believe in any weird shit. I didn't believe in God, and I didn't, I was very purely scientific in my thought. So yeah, man, one night I was in bed and my wife was asleep next to me, and just as I was about to, fully go into sleep mode, my eyes jolted open and I felt this presence. It felt, I couldn't move, but I felt the presence of something evil in my house.
Why did you feel like it was evil though?
It was just
a deep down
blackness,
guttural feel.
This was before I could even see any the being that I saw.
Right.
No, I can't answer that as far as why I felt that way, but it was just I just felt it innately.
You just knew it.
And if you talk to other people that have had the experience, they'll say the same thing.
No, we're fixing to.
Like we feel, like it literally feels like somebody's in your house and they're gonna fucking kill you.
Do you have the same experience?
I have some
evil. Tell us about your
just
experience.
Evil.
Tell us about your experience, Angel.
First of all, it happened about a 5-minute walk from here, from where we're at. I used to live in this neighborhood, right around the corner, and I lived with my girlfriend at the time. She's my wife now, Kelly. And
shout out to Kelly.
Kelly, what's up, girl?
So
she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm listening to this right now.
Right. Please continue, though.
I have had episodes of sleep paralysis throughout my life. But they've all ever been nothing more than I'm conscious that I'm awake. I can't move. I'm aware of the fact that I can't move. And I'm trying to convince myself to make myself to move.
Yeah.
So there's that and then it's a long enough time frame for that thought process to go through, which passed about 4 or 5 seconds, but it's an eternity when you're scared. And then I get up, no problem.
So you're terrified.
You're terrified
when this happens.
because you're like, it's what I want to happen is not happening. Just in conversation, talking to people and even listening to people, there's certain things that you do, whether it's voluntary or it's just the way your body works, your mind. And you're consciously aware of none of that's happening. Why is it not happening?
So what did you see?
So this particular time, the one time that it was more than just that, more than just being aware that I couldn't function. The one time something additional happened was, like I said, a 5-minute walk from here. I was laying in bed, and I was asleep, but I was awake at the same time.
Yep.
And the position that I'm laying in, I cannot see out our bedroom door down the hallway. It's physically impossible.
Yeah.
I could see clearly down that hallway.
That's wicked.
So I can see.
That sounds familiar.
I can see the hallway walls and the entranceway to the other bedrooms and their doors.
Get the fuck out of
And
here.
at the end of the hallway, it's just bright light. And mind you, there's no way for me to be able to look down this hallway.
Right.
Yeah.
Physically, it's
And dude,
not
you're
possible.
like a no bullshit dude. Like you don't even fucking, you wouldn't believe someone if they told you this shit. If it never happened to you.
Right. So I see the gray shadow outline of what's obviously a head and shoulders, and then everything straight down from there.
Now, was yours actually gray? Because mine was like blacker than black.
It was what I would consider a shadow, but it was not black.
Interesting. Yeah.
It was just like an outline. Like if somebody there was a big giant bright spotlight behind them and they're walking towards you in that light and you can't make them out until they're...
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
It was that. And so I grew up Catholic and was never confirmed or whatever. And I haven't gone to church and I got, I don't know when. And, you know, I'm not a big churchy person. I don't like what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
When we were talking about your experience. I found myself immediately saying, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Over and over and over. And I remember thinking to myself that I'm going to have to say this 1 billion times before this thing goes away. And I was scared of this, not for anything else other than I didn't know what this was and I couldn't move.
Yeah.
And as soon as I thought this is going to take for me to say this 1 billion times, I must have said it like 5 times, and I was wide awake and was able to move.
Yeah.
It seems like it just happens in that moment of time.
That in between state.
But it seems like an eternity.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing about it, you know, you mentioned the being Catholic and mentioning Jesus and all of that, you know, forget about whether you're Christian or not, man. Like, I've heard stories of people that have these experiences and just out of desperation, they mention Jesus' name.
Right.
Or they do this with their fingers, they make a cross. And it works. So make of that what you will.
Right. Yeah, we were we did this episode. We did an episode near Halloween, and it was all about like the paranormal and what happens when you have sleep paralysis. And there are too many cases around the world that are too similar.
Yeah.
It's just there's no such thing as just one coincidence amongst millions of people.
Well,
there's something to it.
When it happened to me, you know, I've told you guys, I didn't tell anybody about it for a year, and I didn't even really consciously deal with it until I saw the documentary.
Yeah.
And that was when I realized, holy fuck, this is not just something that happened to me. This is happening to people all over the world, and it's been happening. And why the fuck do we all see these shadow figures? Why do we all see this being with the hat, with the fedora?
Yeah.
Why do we see this old hag, this old lady with long black hair?
Well, why do some people not see it at all? Because I've never seen any of that. I've had sleep paralysis super hard, but I have never seen anybody.
Yeah.
I've never felt any ill intention.
Yeah, that was my one and only time that I saw.
I've had it several times, and I've even had people come up to me and talk to me while I've had sleep paralysis.
That's insane.
But it's always people I know. It's never been anything like that.
Yeah.
Like
that's weird.
In Dave's situation, this thing came up to Dave as Dave was laying in his bed and put his head over Dave's head. And
Like, just looked right at you.
And you can't move. Like,
I couldn't move, and
I would be horrified.
And you were mentioning, Angel, how you couldn't, you were able to see things that physically you shouldn't have been able to see, and it was the same for me, because as it was happening to me, I was not only able to view it from my own point of view, but I was able to view it from like a third person point of view.
Oh.
I was able to view it from the point of view of the being, the shadow being. So, again,
I've never had that, but I totally get that above your head. I forgot about that actually until you said that. How you have almost like what Angel said, you have this outer body, otherworldly like gift of vision that you can see things that you normally couldn't.
Your consciousness is disconnected from your body, basically. And I mean, we have example not just with sleep paralysis, but with like near-death experiences. I mean, I totally.
Have you seen that show on Netflix? It's all about near-death experiences. So I watched like 2 episodes so far, and the one was a doctor who did not believe in like any kind of afterlife stuff.
Yeah.
But then it happened to her
Yeah.
on a kayak expedition in Colorado.
We're a doctor who doesn't believe in the afterlife.
But like she was fucking she was dead, dude.
Was
They pulled her
fucking
out,
dead, dude.
They pulled her out of the water, and she was flatlined, and she was dead for like a half an hour.
That bitch be dead, homie.
It's called surviving death. That's a good thing, man.
Surviving Death this Friday, every Friday, on the Hallmark Channel,
on Lifetime.
Lifetime movies.
No,
cause fuck yeah, Lifetime
Guys,
bitches.
Can we keep it?
So there's only one other paranormal
Starring
story that
John Stamos and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
If there was any dude you're gonna fuck, it was John Stamos.
Sexy man.
Dude, he is a sexy man.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys. Let's keep it here while we have it spooky. For
Let's
a
keep
bit.
it serious. Okay, so let's hear your other experience, Angel.
So it's more of a memory of anything else, which is kind of weird. It's just like I remember I have the memory, so obviously I experienced it. But the best way that I can describe it to people is a memory that I have, and it happened in Hawaii. And
Have you ever been to Hawaii?
Yes.
Okay.
I lived there for like
'Cause
3
that would
years.
be weird if like it happened like in China in the 500 BCs.
No.
You know.
No, my father was in the military. I was an Army brat, so we'd go around, different military bases, and we lived in Hawaii for about 3 years. And I was probably like 11, 12 years old. And I just remember being on our street where, we would run that street playing. We had a mini bike. We used to run up and down that.
Oh, damn, you did run that street.
Of
the ladies back in the day.
Wrecking BMX bikes and all that crap. I just remember being in the street and looking up and seeing a circle, not too different than these lights, how they're spaced out, but it was just white in a circle. So it wasn't a ring or anything solid. It was just a solid white dot next to another one, and they made like a big circle. And I just remember looking up and it was a bright, no cloud, just a blue sky. Not like sun wasn't shining or anything like that. It was just a nice day with no overcast. It was just blue skies. So I can see those white dots with the blue behind it, and I'm just looking at it, and then it was gone. And I never really ever paid any mind to that my whole life ever until I started getting into watching documentaries and things about paranormal and ancient aliens and all that stuff.
Yeah, right.
And I mean, like, I think I had an experience.
So in other words, like at the time you felt like it was maybe not real, but now you're questioning, like, was this real? What this maybe was a real experience?
It just brought it all back to me. It's something that went away from my memory for so many years.
And now it's back.
And now it's back out of nowhere because I've been watching it. But I vividly remember this from then. But I'm like, why didn't I, 15, 20 years ago, whenever?
Yeah, why didn't
I never thought about that.
Yeah, and that's like so common with people that have these kind of experiences is that they have them, but yet somehow they don't.
They forget
them.
So
was that memory
they don't have
for all these years?
Yeah, like it's almost like I don't know. It's really weird. It's like people that have these experiences, they for the longest time they don't talk about.
Well, here's
them,
the weird one. Like, did you suppress it, or was it suppressed for you?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And being that young, I don't have any recollection or concept of missing time.
Right.
I was going to ask that next. Yeah.
Interesting.
As an adult, I would know I need to be here or there at a specific time frame.
Yeah,
but back then, all I knew is I need to be home before the streetlights were on.
Right.
Yeah. No
so
doubt. Yeah.
Mom and Dad didn't care as long as I was home before the streetlights were on.
So
That's
about the whole
really
missing
good
time
point,
thing.
Yeah.
How people have that.
I could have been gone for hours and didn't even realize it, never realized it, and had no point of reference at that age with that mind to be able to make that connection.
Interesting.
Huh. Did you hear the story that I told on here about my two buddies who were on their way to a party and they saw something up in the sky, and then the next thing that they remembered, they were back in the car, and they got to the party, and the party was fucking over.
Right,
yeah,
That's crazy.
I didn't remember that.
yeah, and I got
That's,
those. I got those stories from both of them
Man.
separately. So
Mind blowing.
very. I mean, I just the one buddy that is still with us,
Yeah,
man. I just
yeah.
saw him a few days ago, and
And they wouldn't make this shit up. It's like
no,
this
man.
actually
But at the
happened to
same
them.
time, would you be like back in the day, like I went with those guys are smoking?
Well,
Because
here's
that's the type of guys you would,
That's some
kidnap
good
and do
shit.
that shit with.
so we were just talking.
Nobody will believe those guys.
We were just talking about how people that have these experiences don't talk about them for whatever reason. That was what happened with my two buddies. It happened to both of them, but neither one of them talked about it to each other until years later. So, like, why in the fuck, man? Why, it's weird.
I brought that for you, by the way.
Well, it's funny how that
that's
shit
sweet.
happens, though, because, like, I've had weird shit happen to me, and I've told Dave, and he's like, whoa, and I'm just like, that's nothing.
It's normal to you because
Yeah.
it's happened to you.
Because it's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
DB, what do
that's-
you think about all this?
Have you ever had any paranormal experiences?
I've had weird dreams where something. I remember having a dream and like something in real life happens like shortly after having that dream.
Yeah, I've
Like
had
a
had
premonition
quite a
and
few
shit.
of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had quite a few of those. It's funny you mentioned. I actually just had a dream, like kind of
Jesus
sort of like this.
Christ,
Not
that was
too
so
long ago.
powerful. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. My beer flipped on you.
Damn, that beer was loud.
Ice cold.
And I always think, what did I do the day before to make me have that dream?
Yeah.
Like, did I eat something weird? Did I watch something weird on TV? And when you guys had these dreams and stuff and the sleep paralysis, did you guys like do anything weird the day before, like eat some weird Chinese food or something, or watch something weird on TV?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean,
Nothing I can recall,
just
nothing they said.
just the 5 midgets and the donkey and
Yeah.
6 hookers. And,
Right.
Yeah.
No, for me, man, when
And it was Tuesday.
the one experience that I had, I was in a very like dark place when I had my experience. I was in a dark place. My health was bad, and because my physical health was bad, my mental health was pretty bad. So, and that's pretty common with people that do have sleep paralysis. Is a lot of times they are in a bad place, or maybe they're sleep deprived. So which makes it very easy for somebody to say, "Oh, well, you haven't slept,
Right.
so you're hallucinating." But that doesn't. That explanation doesn't satisfy me just because of the similarity of the experiences that people have. If it was just a random hallucination, then why would we all kind of see the same cast of characters?
And like I said earlier, it's not a coincidence. There's too many people involved across the world.
Yeah.
Across the world, you're talking millions of people having the same kind of experience, but like in a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same. They have same similarities. That's what it is.
There has to be like this different dimension of kind of like outer body kind of seeing like what's really not seen all the time. Like you have this advantage of, I don't know, seeing something that's not there normally.
Sounds like the Incredible Hulk from the 70s.
Yeah.
In a world where Bruce Banner's dick is enormous.
And Bruce Jenner was a man.
Damn, where did that even come into play?
Oh, here come the lawsuits.
You're canceled, Maddie. You're canceled.
Oh, cancel me!
No, they can't cancel you, man.
Sorry.
Not on this show.
It's a podcast. We warned him ahead of time.
I will move to Alaska. I don't give a fuck.
Explicit content.
Oh, man.
I still feel safe.
Yeah, you're in a
Right.
safe place.
It's a
man.
safe place, man.
But honestly, man, there's too many stories. There's too many different people that have the same story, but like
How come everybody
different
has that
experiences,
same story with the dude with the hat on?
Different interpretations,
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Different iterations of the dude with a hat on.
And like honestly,
why's he got a hat?
Honestly, I really hope that the hat man is a hallucination, because I didn't see the hat man when I had my shadow people experience, because I just saw the one shadow being.
Right.
But everybody that sees the Hat Man, they all say like he's the most evil one of them all.
But you know what? If that's the case, though, like
he's the boss.
He's the boss.
If it is some kind of manifestation, then we are all hardwired to think that people with hats are evil.
Right.
Deep down.
Yeah.
Right?
Only
And a
one of
bowler
us in
hat,
this
so it's
room
English.
doesn't have a hat on, even.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
he's taking his off.
DB's taking his hat off.
So
over there,
even
folks.
an English bowler hat, right? No, man, Matt's proudly wearing his colonizer cap.
As am I, except mine's not a colonizer cap.
Hey, I got a dog in this fucking thing.
It's
And
cute.
America.
No, it's fucking. It's for Golden Retrievers of America, dude.
Shout out, Goldens are great dogs.
I have
man.
a Golden. It's Murphy.
They're great dogs.
Anyway,
Murphy's a great dog.
And here's the now. Before I heard this, I thought it was a bunch of crock, maybe like people just kind of talking out their ass, whatever. But like Dave, I know you as a person, and you're a very genuine, very honest guy. So when you like opened up and told me about this story, I was like, holy shit, like Dave's not fucking around. Like Dave's not lying about this.
No.
And then when Angel said that he had this experience and Scott had his experience, y'all had like a different interpretation of it, but like you still had an experience.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just a fucking.
We're not all making this shit up.
Yeah, this is
just for fun.
Yeah.
No, man. No.
This is not just a funny thing, dude. This is something serious, and millions of people are
That's
experiencing.
the worst
it
part, though. Angel
all over
nailed
the world.
it, though. Like you can't move. You're just sitting there and you're paralyzed, basically.
That must be the most horrific feeling.
But you
in the world.
know you're
Literally,
awake.
it was literally the most terrifying experience I've ever had.
To me, it's not necessarily the fact that I can't move. It's the fact that I know that I can't move.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that I'm trying to, and I
that
cannot
nails it.
overcome that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that fear of, oh my God, I'm always going to be like this. This is not, and it's over.
It's like you're
It's
stuck
just-
in between.
Does it feel like it goes on forever?
It does. It feels like an eternity, but it only lasts, for me anyway. My consciousness knows that it's only been a few seconds or.
So then,
Interesting.
For you, Angel, after you have the experience, like how does the experience end for you? You just wake up.
I
Yeah.
just wake up and I'm aware of what happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just go about my day.
See, that's
And you can't share with anyone.
Well, I mean, you could.
But now you are
I
in
mean,
front. And,
I've shared it
and,
with you because of the podcast.
Right,
because you know
Right.
that we.
And
Because
now
I've heard, and
yeah.
I was talking to him about that earlier, that we, get to know these people on different podcasts. You feel
yeah.
You listen to these people over and over all the
Yeah.
time. You get to know who they are and whatnot, and you feel comfortable with them.
Sure.
I actually know you.
That's correct.
And to
As
be
a
able,
person,
and,
yeah.
and when I'm hearing these stories, and I'm like what you were saying, this is no bullshit. This is not something being produced and being made up.
Right.
And I'm like, we were barbecuing at Miranda and Brian's, and
Yeah.
and I that's when I shared the story for the first time ever.
Well, you told me that you were all caught up, and you told me like your story, and I was like, dude, you gotta come on.
I'm glad you did, man.
You gotta come on,
Absolutely.
dude.
Yeah.
And you're always welcome back here at
Yeah,
the
man,
old
come back.
77. Like we are, dude. We are a podcast.
Same to you, DB.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I don't like DB. He can't come back.
His dick's too big.
Damn, Dave has spoken.
Just kidding.
Got voted off again. Damn it.
Damn it.
We are.
You're fired, DB. On the air again.
We are a podcast for the people, man. That's what we are. We
check.
Like if you're friends with
Another thing off my checklist.
If you're friends with one of us,
we'll have you
you're
on.
a friend of
Heck
the
yeah.
podcast, and you're always welcomed here. And that's
Yeah. Oh,
it's a-
speaking of,
it's
go
a
ahead.
safe place.
It's absolutely a safe place because we
it's
always
a-
rail on Dave. I feel like we come down on Dave the hardest on this show. But we love Dave like a little brother.
And
That's
then
okay.
do what you're coming down on him about.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like right now, I wish I can give Dave a bro hug.
Aw, thank you, buddy.
But you're across the table, so I can't.
But
We'd
he,
have-
he ain't doing that.
We'd have to fuck the audio up in order for that to happen, and I can't allow
that's
that
not
to
happening.
happen.
I'd have to put
Once a
some
board op,
full
always a
body
board
on.
op.
Dave is my homie, man.
Yeah, you're my homie
Wear a
too, man.
mask,
You're my homie too.
sanitize.
Oh,
No, but
man.
We're about it all, baby. We're all about.
So-
hey, listen, we're gonna have some fucking trivia.
Yeah,
coming up.
let's do one more break.
Okay.
We can come back with some trivia and like a cool down segment, if you will, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you guys would like to, I don't know, suggest something to the show, you can feel free to pick up the phone and give us a call at
573-246-0779. Leave us a message.
That's right. You can do that any time of the day. You can text, call, whatever. You can also feel free to check us out on Patreon. It's patreon.com/the old77podcast.
That's right.
And don't forget to check out Last Flight Brewing Company here in Missouri, Jefferson, Missouri, on Heisinger Road. They have growlers
Radio
you guys
sponsor.
can buy and go get refilled for $15 to $20.
Dude, go do
Outdoor
that.
seating. It's dog friendly. It's kid friendly. What is better than that?
Preach it, Maddie.
Do it.
Angel and I have been there. We've tried the beers. They are delicious.
Growlers.
Check out Last Flight Brewing Company.
So this beer is literally manna delivered from heaven.
Like, I would have sex with this beer if I could.
This beer had sex with my mama.
Oh!
See you later, bitches.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
So this is the new hurricane. Hoo-wee. Glad it's on our side, Hondo.
Tracker here. Assemble masks. Intruder closing in.
It's a venom stinger. Look out! Hurricane engaged.
Vehicles each sold separately, with a figure.
Firefly heading for the sky.
Mask, where illusion is the ultimate weapon.
I'm getting out of here.
Mask, Hurricane, Firefly, and Stinger, each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Welcome back to the Old 77 from the Old 77 Studios. It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
And we're here with Angel.
Back again.
And DB. It's been a busy show.
You can't be coming back with that music. I just threw a chair out the window, woke everybody up.
Sorry, man.
Oh, God. What the hell?
That sounds like a you thing.
911, son.
Just keep that camera rolling. So are we going to do trivia with Angel now, boys?
It's Angel's time.
Oh, man.
In the hot seat.
To get fucking grilled.
So it's time for trivia.
We are
I don't know why I always
inside.
feel the need to do it like that.
I always do so good.
You're like an
when
old
other
Spaniard
people
or something.
have to
No.
answer.
Like,
It's always some stupid voice I have to do.
Francis, you got some trivia queued up over there? Are you unprepared?
So for one, I gotta
make sure and not look up at the screen.
I gotta
Oh,
shut
yeah,
this
hold on.
TV
We'll
off
shut the
here.
TV
Is this
off
it
here.
here?
We go,
Is that
right
it?
there. Boom.
Hold on.
I
Scotty's
got
got
it.
Scotty's got
There we
the
go.
number. There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Great. So
Boy, it got dark in here
Dave,
all of a sudden.
Go ahead. You can do the first question.
You want me to do the first question?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so question number 1.
Okay, so we're just doing like some general knowledge trivia here for Angel, okay? So
The answer is C.
these are not multiple choice. Okay.
AC/DC.
So
Okay, here we go.
it's time to do trivia.
In a world where Dave moves his ass.
I think he's flustered.
Leanne, I love you.
You
Can
guys.
Dave come up with one question, or will he get skipped? Find out on the old 77.
Leanne, I love you.
Okay, so he just asked a question.
No, I didn't.
No. DB asked a question. He said, will you be able to come up with a question?
Yes.
And I said the answer is C.
Yes, I
And
heard that.
C is Spanish for yes.
Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't.
I'll take a
You're-
point.
You're on a whole other level over there, Angel.
I'll take a point. Ring
All right,
the
we'll
bell.
go ahead and give him +1.
Give that man a ding.
Okay, now wait. Earlier, Angel, were you
Yes,
talking
yes.
about you were raised as a Christian? Is that
Catholic.
Catholic. You're real Catholic.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well,
All
then
my
this-
Catholics in the house say, oh.
all right. So this one should be pretty easy for you. Here we go.
Nobody said anything. Okay.
Question number 1.
Question number 1.
Oh, yes.
Okay. This is a God question.
To it.
Damn, you going straight for the God
We're
question?
going straight for the
Jeez.
God questions tonight. I'm not
Boy,
fucking
no
around.
softballs tonight for DB.
Yep.
Man,
Joan Osborne.
I mean, if you screw this one up. All right. Question number 1.
God doesn't love you.
He just wants you to suffer.
Please, question number 1.
Who disobeyed God and was swallowed by a whale?
Jonah.
That is correct.
Well, you guys really made him sweat on that.
Where's
one.
your button at,
The
bro?
button's not working.
What?
The button's
Oh,
not
buttons.
working.
All right, now hit it.
Good job,
I'm
Board
sorry.
Op.
I'm sorry.
Fucking Board Op over here isn't doing his job again.
Sorry, dude.
Fucking muted me, Dave.
I'm sorry, dude.
Every fucking show. God darn. Thank God fucking
Thank God
your
we did this live to
Thank
tape,
God-
right?
Thank God your sports network doesn't go muted every time you work them.
I know.
Good Lord.
I know.
That's why he's here, brother.
Do you have a question ready over there,
okay,
dude?
so question number 2 from the Fran Man.
Okay, here we go. True or false, Angel? A scientific study on peanuts in bars found traces of over 100 unique specimens of urine.
Oh.
True or false?
I could so see that being true. You know, I used to work in bars, right?
Right.
Is that your final answer?
And
think about it. Just think about it real quick.
yeah, you're fucking roaches.
You're talking about 100 unique specimens of urine.
mice and
All right.
the
bars
thing is
are
that I
fucking
know that there will be
piss.
piss on it. There's lots of foods like your beer cans and whatnot, you know.
But isn't
they
piss
only
sterile?
test, you know, if it's under a specific percentage of mouse poop in your rice, it's okay, it's allowed, right?
Right. Well, right. I mean, if
So,
the
Tolerance
jungle
for
taught me
but
anything.
I just
right?
don't know that it's 100. That's a high number in my opinion.
So you think it's false?
I know that it happens, but I think 100's too high. So far.
Correct.
Boom, look at that.
Fucking false.
Nice job.
Damn.
Nice job.
That's a
Nice
tough
job.
one, dude. That's, I mean, like, it's a true or false. It's a true or false, but it's very tough. I mean, like, is that fucking scientifically researched?
Sometimes that shit, you know, it sounds like it could be true, and it's like
Right.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
man, Mary had a little lamb, and when she saw it sicken, she shipped it off to Packingtown, and now it's labeled chicken.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, so question number 3.
Okay.
jackass.
All right, so we can make this one a multiple choice if we need to, Angel, but I'll just throw it at you and see if you know it from the top. So here we go. Who painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling?
Michelangelo.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ooh, ooh,
Very
ooh.
nice. If you
3 for 3.
If you had asked for the multiple choice, I would have told you that it was one of the Ninja Turtles.
I was wondering if you'd go there.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely go there.
All right,
Angel
boys.
is definitely on the right path to success here.
He is
Doing
on
the
well.
77 trivia.
Doing well.
Question number 4.
Okay, so what color is the EX in FedEx ground?
Ooh.
What color is the EX in FedEx ground?
Are you talking about like in the logo?
Yeah.
Right. And
Correct.
don't
It's
say
either one of
anything
two
because I see
colors.
the
It's
gears in DB turning.
Right.
We'll give him a
It's-
shot too.
It's either red or blue. It's either one of those two. And I want to say that it's normally blue, but you're saying FedEx ground, like you're specifically not saying just FedEx. You're like
That's what it
adding your
says.
ground on there.
This is what the question says. I did
Right.
not make this shit up.
I feel like that would be brown then, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to accuse you of being the author of the question. But
I'm just reading what's on this
point
website.
is
I'm on
it's
Brightful.
It's a little bit. My point was that it is a little bit more specific.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah, yeah.
FedEx
It
is
is.
saying FedEx
Yeah.
ground, which
Yeah.
would lead me to think there's more than one logo, which I maybe just be overthinking it. And I'm just gonna say with blue because that's what I know. Whatever it normally is.
That's your final answer?
Blue?
That's my final answer.
Jackass.
50-50 shot.
It's green.
Hey, Angel, pull that mic.
Oh,
just a
sorry,
little bit closer
DB
to you,
just
man.
fucking said it. Green.
A little closer.
Damn, guys. So DB got it?
I was thinking.
He said blue. DB said green.
Nice. All right.
And it's green.
There you go.
That's green, yeah.
It's got to be a different logo than the normal FedEx. You need to Google that. But either case, I got it wrong.
Maybe, yeah. You know what? It's a very specific.
No,
hint,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, guys.
What are we on now?
We are on question number 4.
Okay, here we go.
I gotta go on.
Number 4.
Who disappeared while attempting to fly around the world in 1937?
Amelia Earhart.
Good job.
Oh, and Amelia.
Amelia.
Just think, the first woman to fly across the world disappeared.
She fucked it up.
And
Let's be
she
honest.
only stopped and asked for
They should have had a
directions.
man do it.
I mean, God.
Right? I mean, let's be honest.
I never said that, but here comes cancel culture, Dave. What?
Cancel.
Dave's canceled.
You got-
Dave's canceled.
I like to do like really sexist jokes around my wife because she knows that I'm clearly not
Well, and
sexist.
plus, right-
So it's fun for me to say really sexist shit.
Well, it doesn't
plus-
help that you beat her ass.
Well,
Right,
that
she signed
too.
up for that shit, right? When
Absolutely.
She married
She
you.
said
she
I
got what she
do.
deserved.
That's right.
She heard who your grandpa was. She's like, God damn, this guy's gonna beat my
I'm gonna
ass.
worship that man until he dies.
Couldn't resist
I'm gonna
it.
work out so much. I'm gonna be his bodyguard.
She beats me up these
Dude.
days, bro. I'll be
He
honest.
works like Little John.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry, was that too loud?
That's
No,
fine.
no,
Don't
it's
worry
okay.
about it.
Okay,
all right.
whose
so,
turn is it now?
Again, back to the Bon Jovi. We're halfway there.
Okay, here we go.
Is it your question?
It is Maddie's. We are question number 6.
The likeliness of which president is featured on the rare $2 bill of U.S. currency? The likeliness of which president is featured on the rare $2 bill of U.S. currency?
Who's on the $2 bill?
Yeah.
Am I getting multiple choice on this one? Or?
Okay, it's either George Washington, okay, Andrew Jackson, Theodore Roosevelt, or Thomas Jefferson.
Theodore Roosevelt? I love that.
My initial thought was Washington, and that was the first option you gave. But
obviously,
Jackson sounds like it could be it too.
The fourth one was Thomas Jefferson.
I know. I don't think it's Thomas Jefferson. You said Hamilton again? I'm just gonna stick with my gut and go with Washington. I'm probably wrong.
Thomas Jefferson.
Washington's on the dollar.
So it's the one that I was sure that was not on there is the one that was. Is that right?
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, Washington's on the what? The one.
That was a tough. Dude, honestly, like that's a tough.
Yeah.
You know, most people think that $2 bills are rarer than you really are. You can go to the bank and ask. For
Oh yeah, you can get one.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All my kids
They're still a
have $2.
novelty because people don't circulate them because they think that they're rare, so they hoard them.
Everybody holds on to them.
Right.
I've got like a treasure trove of $2 bills upstairs.
Yeah, go to the bank with a $20 bill
Yeah,
and
man.
ask for 10 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question 7.
Yes. Tell me, Dave.
Give me some trivia there, Dave. Pip, pip, cheerio.
Come on. Tip, tip, tip.
Here we go. Tourists often kiss what famous stone in Ireland?
Blarney Stone.
Oh, that's a fucking right there,
You got that right there, yes.
Frickin' Irish whiskey.
For all our Irish listeners, which we do have like 1%.
Fucking bastards.
It's a Laramie?
Yeah, we're
Limerick.
Is it Limerick?
Limerick.
I don't know where
our
we
listener?
are. I don't know where we are.
Someone's
Somewhere
listening
there.
from Ireland.
Yes,
away.
we do have listeners in Ireland, so
We
thank you.
We appreciate you.
I still
buddy,
request you to email us, the old 77 podcast at gmail.com. Please let us know where you're at. Even if you're listening. Enjoy it.
You're never going to contact us because you're scared.
Never
Yeah,
gonna get
shite
it, never
coot.
gonna get it. Never gonna
Where's our
get it,
backup
never
voice
gonna
guy
get it.
at? I mean, come on.
Right. All right, so
If you
next
live
one
in
we're on
Ireland,
number
send
7
us
now.
an email now.
There he is.
In a world where
You have to
send
give me
that
a second.
email.
I'm in a world of a delay. In a delay world, the voice guy is left in purgatory.
Oh, shit.
DB's
Yes.
killing it over there, man.
Love it.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
right.
True or false, Angel? The eggplant
I am
is
the
a
eggplant.
vegetable. True or false? The eggplant is a vegetable. True or false?
I don't know why it wouldn't be a vegetable.
Right?
I know the whole tomato debate, and I can never keep that one straight, but I'm going to go with it as a vegetable.
That is correct.
They're tasty, too.
They are tasty, especially when you fucking grill them.
I'm glad you said grill them.
Right, me too. Yeah. You know what? I love bending those eggplants over the. Wait, what?
When I stuff my giant dick in it.
I mean, I sound like a honeydew. Come on.
Hey, by the way, sponsor us.
Right. Thank you to West Main Pizza, by the way.
Our stuffed crust pizza is
And
really good.
And last flight.
And
Your eggplant pizza is
eggplant
amazing.
parmesan is amazing.
Don't ask what the white stuff is.
You guys are going to get a
New
cease and
sauce.
desist order from last
Nah, we
flight.
won't.
Do not mention my client's name on your podcast again, you filthy mouth.
You foul-mouthed, dirty heathen.
God, you guys are such assholes.
And as reparations, we demand you go to church.
Dave's talking about his wife
promoting
getting
your
beat
business.
down and shit.
Okay, here we
All
go.
right, so we are on question 8.
Okay.
Okay, so to what part of the body does the term orthopedic relate?
Skeletal.
Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. Bones and joints.
Praise the Lord.
Bones and joints was the written answer, but I think
Yeah,
skeletal,
okay.
we can also definitely accept that. Good job.
So, Scott, what number are we on?
So we are on number 9.
Okay.
The penultimate question.
The penultimate,
Oh, man.
Scott says. Here we go. What alcoholic drink is mainly made from juniper berries?
Joan Rivers.
What alcoholic drink is mainly made from a juniper berries, and it's talking about not the drink, but actually the liquor itself.
Well, that sounds disgusting.
Is it that crap that my wife likes to drink with tonic water?
No, it's actually a liquor. Like it's like one of the main liquors. It's like vodka, gin, tequila, whiskey, something like that.
It's that shit my wife likes to drink with tonic water.
Well, what's that shit your wife likes to drink?
Fucking gin. Is it gin?
That is correct.
That shit is so fucking gross.
That's
I hate
a
that
hard
shit.
question, dude.
Dude, I love gin.
No, I knew exactly what it was when you said it. I was just trying to be funny. And
There
I'm
we
rookie
go.
at this.
Well, oh, fuck me then.
It's that crap that my wife likes to drink with that tonic water.
Gotcha.
Them shits is
Gin and
delicious.
tonic.
Dude, I love gin and
tonic.
tonics, man.
Yeah,
A lot of people do. A lot of people do. And you're
Summertime.
psychopaths.
You don't like gin?
I don't like gin.
Really?
I don't like gin.
Interesting.
I'm not a big gin drinker.
I would drink tequila over gin.
The only time I drink
I
gin
don't
is
drink
with
tequila.
gin and tonics. That's the only time I
Same
drink
here.
one.
My wife loves them. I have a bottle of Hendrix gin. I get her a bottle of Hendrix every year. Hendrix. Did I say Hendrix? Hendrix gin.
Yeah.
Every year for Christmas.
Do you know what the secret to a good gin and tonic is?
My dick?
Swirling around? Sure, why not? But like what I do is before I cut the limes up, I roll a lime. And I learned some juice, man.
Bartender.
It's just like you just roll it and the juice is just
I love it how my segment is.
It's all about the
dragged on.
lime
I love
juice. After you pour the part with the
Right.
gin and then you have then the tonic water, it's all about the juice, the right amount of lime juice in the drink, man. It just
That's what makes it happen, huh?
dude, I can drink like fucking 10 or 12 fucking gin and tonics if you put it out there.
I can do the same thing with rum and club.
I can crush it.
Rum and club soda.
Like Big Pun.
Yeah. Like Big Pun.
I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
All right, are we done with?
No, we're not.
We got
No,
one
no,
more.
no. We got one more.
We got
man.
one
Yeah,
more.
one more.
Okay.
This
But I really enjoy and I love the fact how my questions drag on.
I had one if nobody's got one.
You're welcome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's like the question leads into a story.
Absolutely.
That's how we do it around here.
That's how we roll.
Okay.
You've listened to our show, man. You know what we're all about. So this is the none of the other questions matter. It's this one. It's down to the big shmooly.
Where are we at? What's the score?
This is question number 10.
fucking shmool.
So far, if you want the score, we are 5, 6, 7, 8 to 2.
Damn, Angel, good job, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, he's doing well. Okay.
Doing well.
Here we go.
No holding back, boys. No softballs, Dave.
Well, here we go.
Make or break. Here we go, boys.
Pumpkins are made up of 90% of what substance?
Pumpkin.
Dude.
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, come on. You do too.
Water.
No, bingo.
Water.
He got it. He got
Is
it.
it water?
Yeah,
Are
it's
you kidding
water.
me?
Good job.
Fucking Dave
right.
and his Dick Slayer
No,
questions.
they're not Dick. Dude, everything is made up of like 90% water. We're all, you and me are made up of like
Yeah.
80, 90% water, right?
I learned on,
If anybody
I
asks
learned on
you,
the original Star Trek, if we are dehydrated, we're just a pile of like salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
there you go.
Which
See?
I've been binge watching lately. And if you've ever watched the original Star Trek,
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to watch.
What we're gonna do is
right.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm powering through. But
what we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
do
yeah.
is since it's last Thursday where Jesus didn't pay the tab and all the apostles were fighting over who the fuck's gonna pay,
Praise the Lord.
and he was gonna suffer the most
Damn, we really just say
barbaric torture that anyone's ever seen. We're gonna do another cool down coming up. We're gonna get Angel and DB's last words, and it's all on the old 77. Thanks for listening this long so far.
Longest episode
thanks for hanging in
ever.
there.
Whoop, whoop.
It's a good
Season
one.
3, Episode 1.
That's right.
We'll be back.
We appreciate you.
Now, please pay attention. It's the latest thing, accurate to 100 feet in daylight or night.
Nice balance.
2 settings, narrow and wide beams.
Electronic sighting. Ingenious.
Obvious notion, actually. This is your star sensor. Registers up to 6 tags.
I hope it doesn't ruin the fit of my jacket.
Can't you take anything seriously?
Relax. It's only a game.
Laser tag, available and moving at the speed of light.
Welcome back to the old 77. It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
I love that we do this every time.
I know.
It's the same.
I know.
Always the same. Angel, how you doing over there?
You doing all right, Angel? Yeah. DB, you doing all right?
I love the picture. I was just looking at the picture you guys have of your baby pictures. And I love that Matt Francis's baby picture. He looks like he just woke up from a night of drinking or something. Like,
dude, there have been.
He's just got this whole like, man, I was partying all night with this preschooler.
He's like, all right, if I have to look this way, I will.
Right.
There were so many people
and
who said to me, why are you using Sloane's picture to win the contest? That's how much she looks.
Yeah.
That's how much she looks like.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that people have said that.
I take that as a compliment. Okay.
Absolutely. Sure. Sloane's pretty adorable, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
No, I think she's uglier than hell.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculously adorable.
She is, man.
Anyway, it's been a long show.
It's been a big one, yeah.
We've never had two guests on at one time like this.
Have we?
No.
No.
Not like this.
I don't think so. No.
So congrats, guys.
Yeah, congratulations.
First,
but this is
non-radio person.
Angel, you've done a great.
show.
Yeah, you've done a great job tonight, man. So anyway, Angel and
Get
I
ready for prime time, man.
Right, man.
Angel and I are actually getting ready to play softball next week.
Tuesday.
It's our first game, doubleheader.
Wow, that's here already.
At Binder Park.
Yeah, nice.
Careful, guys. You guys know the secret knock?
Only part of it.
Dump.
Yeah.
It's all mushroom stamps. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. Be careful in the urinal. Watch out for guys with wide stances.
I gotta watch stance.
Actually, there was one time where we were all like post game and after, because we usually drink beers after the game and whatnot, and so Binder's lights were starting to shut off, and there's like 5 or 6 of us there still from the team, and we see these two like SUVs pull up next to each other and shit, and it's dark out, and we're like, oh shit, here we go, it's the love matchmaking time at Binder Park. Let's go.
Hey, ladies. Oh, sorry. You're
Sorry
you're
about
not
that.
ladies.
Yeah.
Special handshake will get you everything.
Kind of like $5 on Patreon will get you $5 for anything here.
Anything.
That's right, man. Throw some coin at the Old 77 Podcast.
That's right. You can go to patreon.com/the old77podcast.
Hey, we're not asking for much. Just throw some coin, like $5, $4.
Think of the
$3.
children.
We'll send
Think
you
of the
a glass.
$2. Listen, you can feed
Or a
these
mug.
guys too by donating. Look at the flies on their head. Look at Scott's face. There's flies over his shit.
Not. No, there's not.
He's suffering. He's starving.
I haven't eaten in weeks.
Pardon me. I literally just saw him stick some in his mouth.
I'm literally eating a cheesecake right now.
Choking on a bag of
swallowing
Cheez-Its
it.
as he speaks. That was like the joke back in the day, right? You'd see Sally Struthers out there, and she's as big as a fucking barn. Think of the kids; they haven't eaten in forever. That's because you ate 5 of them 10 minutes ago.
You can have.
God damn it, Sally!
Don't split that shit 3 ways.
Why don't she fucking donate?
Put the little kids down.
She could fucking miss a couple.
Sally, are you eating the kids? What's going on here, Sally? What are you doing?
I eat all
Stop
the yo-yos.
eating
You
the
know what I
kids.
mean? Chocolate cream, bread kind of texture.
Oh, God.
It's really good.
I really like them when they're sinewy. And I don't know why she
Kids are
talks like
delicious.
this,
I mean,
but she does.
They need your help.
Please feed me. I have a child.
The night has devolved. That's for sure.
Those are the best kind of nights.
Yes, absolutely. Been a great show tonight.
I
fellas.
shouldn't be eating Cheez-Its on the air. That's
I know, I
not
was
a very-
wondering
it's
that,
not a very
yeah.
good thing.
Especially a 2-pound bag of fucking
very-
Cheez-Its, Dave.
It's
I
midnight,
know.
so
I know.
you know.
White cheddar will fucking choke
Well, we
you
have
up.
been drinking tonight.
That's true.
Speak for yourself, guys.
No, Dave's totally sober.
I'm drinking out of this Cardinals cup.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
DB, thank you very much for joining us tonight, brother. I know it's really late there. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. It's
Are you serious?
1 a.m. there on the East Coast.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a little late here, but it's okay. Thanks for having me, guys. It's been a hell of a lot of fun. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed
man.
coming on.
Again, check out DB's Arcade. DB, can you just What are the details where people can find that at?
You're doing excellent as always, Matt Francis. dbsarcade.com. I could not have said it any better than Matt Francis, but listen, you got me instead of Matt. But for just 7 cents a day, you can feed Matt Francis.
That's right.
And
he needs more bourbon.
Stop the flies from. He needs more bourbon, more gin. He's a big fan of gin and tonic. If you want to buy this man a gin and tonic, just go to patreon.com/Yule77 for just $5.
So good, just the right amount of juice.
For just $5, you can get this guy some gin and tonic.
Like he was trying to really
call now.
I'm like, I don't like it.
Oh wait, I was supposed to plug my thing, right? Was that what I was
saying?
Wait,
plug your thing.
Yeah.
But I was enjoying the hell out of it. I ain't gonna lie.
I need more to drink. Please donate.
Please, sir. He's so thirsty.
Look at my skin color. It's pale.
More, sir.
Now, for just an extra $10 a month, you could buy Matt Francis not just a gin and tonic, but a pizza from West Main Pizza.
That's right. That's right.
Pizzeria in the heart of Jefferson City. Yes, your $10.
Yeah, and a growler.
A slice of pizza and
a growler from Last Flight. That's right. That's right.
Dude, that should be
Get
their
him a growler.
theme. Yeah, a growler from Last Flight. That's right.
That's right. I play the guitar too, folks.
A growler to make you holla. That doesn't make sense, but go with it. All right, there you go.
TM.
Now that I'm done.
Right, TM.
Should I promote anything else?
No.
Last Flight is the only place in Jefferson you need to go.
Right.
This place has it all.
If
and
you're not
yes,
drinking it
they're
Last
open
Flight.
on Wednesdays from 4 to 9.
I love he loves that.
All right.
Hi, this is Matt Francis, and I approve of this message.
Okay, so DB, I want you to do a Mortal Kombat episode soon. Can you do that for me?
I will definitely put that is definitely on the list because I know a lot of people want a Street Fighter, they want a Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, I love
so
Street
yes,
Fighter
it'll
too.
be
Yeah.
I always thought a
There will
Mario
definitely-
2
yeah.
episode would do well. Like, it could just be so weird.
Yeah.
Because it was so weird.
Mario 2 was so weird compared
God,
to
I
all
love
the
that
other
game,
ones.
though.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it.
So, tell me if you've heard this before or not. So Mario 2 is not the original Mario 2. That's actually a game from what country I forget, but it was actually called Dookie Dookie Panic. And Nintendo wanted something different, so they jacked this game from another country and put the Mario characters in its place. So if you find this game called Dookie Panic, it's exactly the same as Super Mario Brothers. Nintendo
is Dookie
basically
Dookie?
Did they buy out it or they just steal it?
Yeah,
I found it.
Nintendo just got the rights to use the design of the game, but they changed the characters. And of course, put Mario and everybody in it.
Of course.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
It was a good game, though. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, and it was completely
the Mario
so.
franchise, it was my least favorite.
The reason why
Yeah.
they did that was because the original Mario 2 was so goddamn hard, they thought kids wouldn't want to play it, so they went and found this game and made that Mario 2. So, there you go.
But weren't like the Japanese versions of most of those games like way harder than the American versions, right?
Yeah, well, that's it. Mario 2 it started in Japan, and Japanese, I guess, liked it, but when it got here to the States, the testers over here are like, what the hell is this? This is
So they called it
goddamn
Sudoku and then made it into books.
Right. Yeah.
Well, there was a game that came out later for the Super Nintendo, and it had a Super Mario game that came out, and it had the missing levels, which was actually the original Super Mario 2.
I remember that game.
So,
that's interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, all right.
cool.
I never knew that either.
That was. Yeah, these are all things you'll learn on DB's Arcade. Make sure you
I'm
check
there
out the
right
show
now,
at
man.
DBsArcade.com.
I'm there
Such a
right
pro.
now.
Look at that.
I'm gonna keep this shit
See
open.
that?
I'm gonna keep this shit open so I can check it out when I get home.
That's
tonight.
how you hijack a podcast. You just smoothly slip in your shit when they're
Yeah.
not looking at it.
Yeah. You're doing a great job.
Can I
man.
ask?
Yeah, man.
Can I ask? Is there a picture of you with your shirt off on that website?
I've been looking, man. I
I
can't
can-
find a single one.
I can add it. I could do one right now if you want. I mean, but if you don't lose all your listeners and viewers,
Whoa. Okay.
Well, this is a family-friendly
I see you're on Pinterest
safe
too.
place.
Let me
but
see if I can.
again, my Cash App is $DB's Arcade.
I was going to say, man, don't give that away for free.
Oh no, man. And then there's also I actually started no shit. I started an OnlyFans page, and I tell people I get naked on this OnlyFans page. And if you go there and check it out, which I highly don't recommend you do, but if you really want to see me get naked, it's just $5 a month. And when you sign up to see me get naked, you're going to be highly disappointed because all it is pictures of me buying naked juice at different places.
Getting naked.
So I am getting naked.
I love it.
Like a radio
for,
guy.
For $5 a month, I get naked for you. And I even take requests. Like, where would you like me to get naked? Oh, you want me to get naked at Walmart? Sure, I'll do it at Walmart. I don't care.
Yeah, get it.
And like, you know, because of the logistics of all of that, nobody can sue you, which is great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's not false advertisement. Listen, I was one of those a-holes that did the $100,000 thing. I'm sure you heard of that stupid contest. You just won $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was one of those a-holes that did that crap.
Oh man,
so fucked up.
What a bastard!
Like, oh my god, I'm fucking rich, and you're like, nah,
no, you're not.
Sorry.
All right, anyway, bye. Click,
bro.
Oh, I had what I did was I had 5 people lined up on the request line, and I went one right after the other. You just won $100,000. Oh my god, what are you gonna do? Me and my husband just got married. We're gonna go on a honeymoon because we didn't get to go on a honeymoon. Yeah, that's cool and all, but you know it's a candy bar, right? What?
Yeah.
I did that shit 5 times in a row and played them all back to back. I started a thing. Listen, this is how genius this is. I started something called the $100,000 Club. So my normal listeners were in on it, so they knew not to call, but somebody new listening to the show did not know, so they would call in. So every time I get some dumb person would catch on, and they fall for it, and they become a member of the $100,000 Club.
Yeah.
And the listeners freaking loved it. So, and then of course it was a badge of honor if you were in the $100,000 Club. So,
did you like take a picture of him eating the candy bar?
Oh, and that's the thing. I had this. I don't want to say what major radio company it was, but it's one probably you've heard of before. They told me I had to buy out of my pocket, out of my paycheck, buy a box of $100,000 candy bars because if they want to come pick it up, I better have one here waiting for them when they got there. So I had to buy a box of $100,000 candy bars for that 1 or 2 people that actually showed up to get the damn candy bar. Yeah.
Did anybody show up?
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're gonna show up.
I mean,
dude,
like you got me, you son of a bitch.
Right.
One or two of them did show up. I took a picture with them. You know, this is of course before social media.
Right. Yeah, you got to be good sports when they show up.
I mean, people came in and picked up their candy bar. Damn right they did. Sometimes they would want me to take a picture with them with the candy bar, which was always funny.
But what people really like is hearing themselves on the air.
Dude, you say somebody's name on the air and they hear it, you got a listener for life.
Oh, no doubt.
You know? Absolutely.
I gotta be honest. I'm a dork like that. Like if I got a friend who's doing a podcast and he gives me a shout out, I'm like, I still geek out about that. Like I'm such a nerd. I don't know why.
Me too.
I've worked in radio for 20 years and I still get geeked out when someone calls me out on the air.
Me too. I always get excited when I hear my name on the radio.
Dave gets wet.
Yeah.
Moist even.
Moist.
Yeah.
Angel, any last words?
More moist than an oyster.
I just want to thank you guys for letting a fan come on the show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know?
Absolutely,
man. Absolutely.
Well, not only a fan, but a good friend.
I
Brother.
feel like I looked behind the curtain.
You totally got the behind the curtain scene, man. Yeah.
Got to go.
Dude, and you are welcomed on here anytime.
Yeah, man. Come back. Both of you, come back.
Anytime.
Both of yous come back.
Both yous guys, come on back now.
Yeah.
And be listening or be watching for future episodes of dd'sarcade.com because the cast of the old 77 and Angel, if we can get them in there, will make an appearance as characters on the show at some point or another. So be on the lookout for that.
All right.
Don't forget the White Sox, or the Black Sox, excuse me.
All right. Shout out to my Black Sox boys who we start our season
Tuesday.
Actually, this will be released the day of the game.
Oh, nice.
Tonight is the first of the double.
No pressure.
Doubleheader. We have a double
Spring League coming up.
No pressure.
Go Sox.
So
Go
bad.
Black Sox.
Yeah.
Better win it tonight,
Black
boys.
Sox. Black Sox.
Minus Mike Dixon.
Go
because he
Sox.
broke his arm.
His arm,
Ah,
yeah.
poor Mike. I love you, Mike. Mike, I've been knowing Mike for a long time.
Shout out to again Last Flight Brewing Company here in Jefferson City, Missouri, on Heisinger Road. They make their beers there. They have outdoor seating. It's pet friendly. It's kid friendly. It is the new place to be in Jefferson City, Missouri. BD Nyce, thank you very much, sir. check out DB's Arcade anywhere on any platform.
DB'sarcade.com.
That's right.
Yes.
And also Angel, live in the studio tonight, our local Jefferson City, Missouri native.
Hey.
When I go out with this guy, I feel like I'm part of his entourage, dude. He's like a celebrity in this town.
Yeah. They call me Hey Angel because, like you guys, Hey Angel.
Hey.
Yeah, I've been seeing this guy around town for a long time. It's nice to actually get to meet him and talk to him.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Any last words?
My last word is that I listen to you guys on Stitcher, and they never get mentioned on here. But
Stitcher, there it is.
Big ups to Stitcher.
Okay. All right.
What up,
Thanks,
Stitcher?
Stitcher.
Right on, man. So we will see you guys next week.
Again.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
In a galaxy far away from here.
Yeah.
Peace out, boys.
Peace.
Next time.
Bitches.
Who's bringing all the whores?
I got all the whores over here.
And we has all the whores.